Hello friends, hello, welcome. It's Big Dino Plays. Most people hate it when I do this on stream. Most people just want to see me paint toy soldiers. But every now and then also like to play board games. Hello Match Fixer, you superstar. And as I'm sure you're all aware, I've been frothing the Gambler's Chest expansion from the Kingdom Death world. Very recently released out into the wild. Many people still waiting on theirs. I'm one of the lucky few who got theirs relatively early. And I have also completed painting all of the models from the Gambler's Chest, including this guy, the Crimson Crocodile. So this is the first monster that you face in the Gambler's Chest. Very exciting indeed. I have completed many more models from the Gambler's Chest, and I'll be doing a couple more before I move on to some different figures. Recently completed a full playthrough of the entirety of the Dreamkeeper campaign, made it through to the finale against the Godhand, the epic showdown against the Godhand, and I was fortunate in that I had a few little tricks up my sleeve and I was able to pull it out with a victory, and feel pretty confident that I could do that again without too much difficulty based on the knowledge that I have now. But one of the things that's great about Kingdom Death is the modularity, the customizability, and the overall sense of a sandbox game where you can really do what you want. So this campaign is playthrough number 2 of the Gambler's Chest, People of the Dreamkeeper, and we are going to attempt to build a set of full green armour. I'm not sure if that's ever been done on a stream before or live in a playthrough. If anyone's ever successfully completed one, I'm not sure. Maybe Twist did, but it's probably one of the hardest things you can achieve in the game. It's going to be made harder by Ark survivors not attaining fighting arts in exactly the same way. But you do attain secret fighting arts. You need a True Blade secret fighting art for one of the pieces. So that requires a massive number of expansions to be added to the game. And so this campaign is going to be a step up in complexity over the last one as well. So I'll just run through the expansions and I'll show you what we've got in this. I've added the Screaming Antelope in from the core game in addition to the Smog Singers, and I'll talk about that in a second with collective cognition. But we've added the Dung Beetle Knight, the Flower Knight, the Gorm, the Green Knight, the Lion Knight, the Manhunter, and we're cheekily just going to add a couple of the Spidicules innovations without adding the entirety of the content. So I've got my expansion content that I've got, obviously, with Echoes of Death, so on and so forth. All of the Gambler's Chest contents, and then finally, because I was successful in defeating the Godhand, I've tacked myself down for the characters pillar, which is pretty cool. And I've built my character deck already. Where did I put them? I put them here. Yeah, this is what the character deck looks like. They look like this. So you get dealt out. There's a deck of character cards, and when a new survivor is born, you deal them one of these randomly, and they have just another cheeky ability just to add to a little bit of complexity, because that's something this game did not have enough of, is complexity. So there's a couple of issues with this approach to the game now, and it comes from this little thing here, which is collective cognition. So in theory, you are supposed to only achieve collective cognition from one node 1, one node 2, one node 3, one node 4, and then your Nemesis encounters. Adding in all of these additional expansions changes the balance of that significantly, and potentially adds a Line Knight's not even appearing on that Nemesis list. Anyway, these issues are resolved in my brain by simply saying that rather than achieving collective cognition from specific monsters, we achieve collective cognition from specific nodes. So I will only take a maximum of 1 collective cognition from a single level 1 node. So we have the Gorm, who is also level 1. So when I face a level 1 Gorm, I will not take 1 collective cognition if I have already achieved 1 from a level 1 Crimson Crocodile, and vice versa. So I can mark that off on these boxes, and then I can reduce so if I click here, I can actually just actively reduce that. So that's my plan. We're gonna make sure we're aware of collective cognition as we progress. The only other thing that's relevant for people to know before I kick off is game over. So I've completed 10 campaigns of this wonderful game, and that reaches this level on the game over thing, those before us. I need to get to 15 for ocular parasites to trigger, which is the one I'm hoping to get to at some point. +1 accuracy for everyone, yeah. And so what we've done is if we go to storage, we can see that I have added a skull basic resource from this one here. And I've also increased our survival limit to 2. So we should only have a survival limit of 1, but thanks to those before us, we gain that benefit. We also would get a survivor corpse added to the first story White Lion. However, we are not playing the first story White Lion, so we do not get that benefit. I think that's all. For the philosophies in the new Kingdom Death expansion, there's 4 tier 1 philosophies. I played 2 in the last campaign, which was Facism and Impermanism. So I'm just going to play the other 2 in this one. You're supposed to do it randomly, but it's my game. I do what I want. So the 2 that we have in this one are Lanternism and Deadism. And then we're going to do the same with the tier 2s. I think the only 2 I have not used are Gourmandism and Verminism, and then Ambitionism at tier 3. And then we are gonna mix it up a bit for this campaign. So last campaign I chose Graves, which is always the correct principal death choice. We won't choose Cannibalise in this one. Endeavours in the last campaign were not a problem. We did not have any issues attaining endeavours. In fact, we had too many. Whereas Cannibalise potentially has some additional benefits with the addition of the Gambler's Chest. So we're going to choose that. And last campaign, I tried to reduce complexity and took Barbarism. We're going to take Romanticism because it's an additional philosophy. And now that I understand all of the philosophies much better, it will be wonderful. Here is our philosophy deck: Deadism, Dreamism, Lanternism, Survivalism. We have our starting knowledges. We have our thing. And here's our survivors. So we've got 4 survivors. Big Deno is making an appearance in the survivors list this time, the champion, and he's got hunger as his starting knowledge. Very appropriate. Ezra and Lucy are sticking around from the original starting survivors, and then Fen, one of our great supporters of the channel, who's one of my most commented people. He's a great human, Fen. Nothing but time for him, them, and great content, particularly recently with the Gambler's Chest dropping on their doorstep. It's been amazing to read their experiences with the game, etc. Hey, Minimancer. So Fen gets a start. Whether or not they'll survive, we'll find out. The first lantern timeline is going to be fucked, by the way. Look at how many events we've got. It's cooked. All right, let's just nip over here. So there's a few little spoilers about to occur. So if you have not yet played a copy of The Gambler's Chest, or if you're not interested in getting any spoilers at all, cover your ears for a bit. Not a lot, but just a bit. One of the things that happened in my last campaign has had an influence on how I start this campaign. And that is to say that I start with some equipment. This is very unexpected, and I was not at all prepared for this. It blew me away when it happened, and I'm very excited about this fact. So I have equipment across all of my survivors. So this prologue is going to be an absolute shellacking. I'm going to kick the shit out of this guy. I can't wait. So I won't go into it in detail, but I have a full rawhide set on Big Deno, and weapons and stuff on everyone. So let's depart. And we'll manage departing survivors because we all start with an insanity, which is great. Now, I'm just going to read this, so I'll nip over here. So we don't depart, which is relevant for this campaign. So I've done that, We've got our insanity, we've got those. We've got 99 finger spine needs to be on top. Oh, damn, the trap was right at the bottom too. What an idiot. It's a beautiful day today. Absolutely picturesque. Love living in Brisbane. It's great. So we need to be set up, the blood pool is there, we need to be set up 4 spaces away. Let's snip over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to take the hits, I'm going to make one of the girls take the hits. You can take the hits. And where's the survivor corpse set up? At least 6 spaces from all other terrain. Wonderful. I don't think I have anything else I need to deal with. No. I'm going to take an interesting approach in this one because I'm not really concerned about my weapons for this next lantern year. I'm actually going to throw all 4 of my founding stones in this first showdown. But I'm only going to do that if there's a coagulated hit location on the deck. He is a hungry guy, look at him. Num, 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 num. We won't let everyone go without reading this wonderful story and showing off these lovely pictures. So here it is, the Crimson Crocodile Prologue with a great piece of artwork. Once upon a time, in a place of carved stone faces, a monster ate a tremendous meal. Its belly was so full that it could not move, and so it slumbered. When the monster had digested, it awoke. It raised its curious head into the wind and smelled the despair of people stirring somewhere in the unbroken darkness. The monster licked its blood-caked snout and set off to investigate. Here it is. Look at that, that's the box. The monster walked unhurried through the darkness, following the scent. It grew hungrier and hungrier as the scent grew stronger. Its powerful heart pounded with joy as it came upon a great chest. The box reeked with delicious promise. The monster greedily nosed it open. How delectable they would be if only their organs were bursting with fear. The monster toyed with its morsels, tasting their terror-tinged sweat as they skidded between its great big teeth. It laughed as they tickled it with their scrabbling hands, climbing to escape. There was one mouthful that did not taste of terror. She was not tender with despair. She reached between the monster's grasping fingers and freed a shard of stone. She took a deep breath and bellowed into the darkness, hoping her cries would reach someone. Somewhere in the place of stone pieces, people raised a lantern to illuminate their doom. They knew they could not survive, yet they struggled just the same. These are the ones that taste best, thought the monster, delighted. Whee! So that box that he found, I made that box in my last campaign. There you go. Great. So I've set up the thing. Everyone's got an insanity. We've done the coagulated hit location deck. I've got the hit location. The monster traits are in play. The showdown is set up. And we can commence. So one thing that I learned in my first playthrough, about halfway through, was that the advancing of knowledges is the most important thing, aside from winning a fight, advancing of knowledges. And I think advancing of knowledges may actually be more important than resource gathering. I'm not sure. But anyway, so the person who is going to be taking the damage is actually Fen, because when he suffers damage, when they suffer damage, gain 1 thing. And so we will flip this bad boy and we get a 21,000 Newton bite. No one has any tokens. Actually, that's, yep, no one has any tokens, thanks goodness. And so the wonderful Crimson Crocodile is going to move forward like so. Swing and attack. It's 2, hitting on 3+. There's no evasion on Fen. A 2 and a 6, so that's 1 hit. The damage is 21. However, if you are terrified of death, neither of those things reduce the attack profile to 1. 1 to the hand. And so when you suffer a damage, gain a progress. We have suffered a damage. That's the end of the monster's first turn. Okay. Ezra, she's standing next to the Survivor Corpse terrain, which is there. G'day, Kaylin. How are you, legend? So she's going to search the Survivor Corpse. She rolls a 5, which is gain 2 insanity. Good on you, Ezra. And gain a random basic resource. Good to see the Lions beat the shit out of the Blues last night. Hope Winnie's having a shit morning. All right, what basic terrain piece do we get? We get, a perfect bone. That's a good start. It's a good start indeed. Thank you, Survivor Corpse. You are graciously appreciated. Then she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This pretty lady, which is Lucy, she's going to go 1. What are you wielding, Lucy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so what we want for Lucy is to suffer brain damage. She'll drink from the blood pool. She rolls an 8, so she gains 1 insanity. I'll show you a perfect bone. Boo! All right. Yes, he will. Winning by 1 point. Crazy. All right, Deno's wielding the Spear of Life. And now I'm not talking about myself in the third person. There is actually a dude that I've named in this little game called Deno. However, I have been known to talk about myself in the third person on occasion. And that's okay. Deno's going to swing the Spear of Life and try and hit the croc. Deno hits twice, including a perfect hit. You got anything for perfect hits, you legend? No. No, he does not. So we know the first one on this hit location deck is the 99 finger spine and a vasodilated. Oh, Deno's going to get collision if he doesn't wound. The Spear of Life is strength 4, and this guy is toughness 6, so Deno needs a 2+. So I get to choose which order I do these in. Do I want the sparkling upper back? Yep, I'll do this one first. So it's a 1. I've made a great decision. So that one does not happen. This one is a 3, so that is a wound. So that vasodilated location is archived, and we draw a coagulated hit location and put it on top of the deck. And that goes there. So Deno's then going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do a wound. Fenn's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and archive this founding stone. Get out of here, founding stone. To throw it and get a critical on this hit location. The sparkling belly. Oh, gain 1 strange resource, blood diamond tier. We don't archive that, that goes there. Strange resource, blood diamond tier. Is that one that lets you make blood drinker? I don't really need blood drinker, given that I've already got it. Oh, when you gain this, gain the phobophobia disorder. That's no good. It's a diamond organ. Very good. Who was that? Fenn. You're afraid of being afraid. I actually want still to be the target, so we'll put him there. Very good. I do speak about myself in the third person a lot. This is what Big Deno does. That's the end of our turn. So we'll just in favour of survivors. Everyone's done. Have I added this? Yeah, done, 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 done. Next turn, boom. So the monster, oh, I need to do a second wound. The monster flips Haunting Bite. The survivor that last suffered damage. Hey, Toppy. So the big croc. The survivor that last suffered damage. Yeah, it has to be Fenn. He goes to there. If adjacent, the pressure, you are knocked down and suffer monster level brain damage. Fenn suffers 1 insanity and is knocked down. That's okay, Fenn. You're alright, champion. So Fenn is now 0 insanity, which means Fenn is terrified. Boom. And that was not damage. So, yeah. All right, it's our turn. Haven't got to Overwhelming Darkness yet, mate, but I will roll on Path of the Pinged just for you. I might not get to Overwhelming Darkness for a little while, mate. You only get that when you hunt level 2s. That'll be a couple of lantern years at least. If Fen gets chomped by a Haunting Bite here, I'm going to be unhappy about that. Deno will go again. Love the big dog. 1, 2, 3. Into the rear. What a champion. Swing again with the Spear of Life, hitting on a 5+. A 3 and a 3. You're an idiot, Deno. 1, 2. Yeah, so this is Lucy. Go loose. She doesn't have 2 survival. Why do you have 2 survival? You shouldn't have 2 survival. No one should have 2 survival. Should all have 1. Yeah, it's Wheel Time Season 2's been a fucking banger, mate. Season 1, you know, people didn't rave about it. I enjoyed it, as I know you did, but Season 2's been legitimately very good. And it's been noticed that way by critics as well. Everyone seems to be enjoying it a lot. Lucy, what are you wielding? You are wielding a Bone Blade. 2 and a 6+ in 2 and a 5+. 8/8. Hit location, Fleshy Armpit, and Juicy Jowls. So we have no criticals. I actually don't want to wound. I wanted to get more. Yeah, absolutely. She is absolutely someone that could touch me inappropriately. Failure. Do I want to fail? Yes. We definitely want to fail. So what strength is she? Lucy. Oh no, this is wounding on a 3+. Come on, Dano, roll a 1. Oh. Damn. Does a wound. This one. Is that a critical? I don't have a lucky token. No critical. Another wound. Don't really want that to happen. Oh, I should use Fist and Tooth actually. Yeah. That's what I should be doing. 6 wounds, 9 Fist and Tooth. I'm taking that because it's very, very simple to do. I'm not going to die at all in this one. Going to random monster resource. And she rolled 2 8s to hit. Crimson Bone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fist and Tooth for her. One 9 is a hit. Come on. All right, now you just need to roll a 9 as well. Could get murder, early murder. Oh, it's a 3. That's not a wound. Failure, nothing. Done. That's the end of our turn. Monster's turn. Don't target Terrified Survivor. Oh, whipping and slamming is awful, actually. Everyone's in rage. Getting the shit kicked out of them. Cool. So who's our target? We'll make Deno the target so Lucy doesn't get hit. Synchronic attack is everyone gets hit here. So 2 on a 3+. So we actually roll both of these dice for a synchronic attack and this targets everyone. So a 7 and a 7, of course we do. Okay, so Deno is hit. So the head twice for +1 speed and +1 damage for each token on it. So he's going to take 2 damage to the head, but he's then going to spend a survival to dodge the second one. So he takes bleed 1 and knock back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fen will also get hit. That's 2 7s, so that's 2 hits. Hit locations for Fen. Waste in hand. Waste takes 1, 2. Oh, hand. We'll dodge the hand. Jeepers. And then finally, Ezra. Hand in hand. Ezra's knocked down. And she'll dodge the other one, so we don't... actually... Ezra will take a severe injury roll. What does hers say when you suffer a brain trauma? I suppose Dridecanthus is not supposed to be on her, it's supposed to be on me, so I don't die. That's very silly of you, Dano. I think we will take a severe injury roll so we can maybe get cannibalised if she dies. So severe injury roll for Ezra. She rolls an 8. On the hands. Spiral fracture. -2 strength tokens. Skip the next hunt. Gain a bleeding token. She's knocked down. And Lucy does not get hit. So that repeating and snapping goes back on top of the deck. Yeah, I've got Ezra. And I've got Fen, Dano, and Lucy. It's our turn. Okay, so Fen stands back up. So Fen's going to use Fist and Tooth to punch on. Rolls a 9, which is a hit, and gets... Ooh, it's a vasodilated location. In this case, I wish we used the Blood Drinker. Fen's got 1 strength, so we need a 5 here. Oh, count progress. We need a 5. Come on, Dano. Oh. Archive that hit location. Put one of these. Boom, on top of the deck. Boom, whipping and slamming goes away. Boom, Fen moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fen was guardless, could not dodge that hit, Dano. What did I roll? I rolled waste in hand. Fen's also got to make a severe injury roll. A 2. Well, we'll actually do Fen's as the 8 and Ezra's is the one that died because his was actually first. I don't want Fen to die in this point. That'd be unfortunate. One bleeding token, -2 strength token. Great, so where's on top? On the front. Dano's going to archive his founding stone. He was actually there, so we had to move back to there because of whipping and slamming, bleeding. Forgetting all sorts of stuff. Kicking the shit out of this guy. Okay, so I'm throwing my founding stone. Archiving my founding stone. I'm going to do a critical hit to this. Gain 1 permanent strength and suffer the frenzy brain trauma. Twice. So that means that I suffer 1 damage to hit locations, body, twice, because of Adrenal Adept. Another wound. Lucy's in the rear. She's going to swing with Fist and Tooth. hits once on a 9. She gets the pale fin. Is this one that's... Oh, I thought it was going to get us paint. Can she roll it? 6 is a wound, but not a crit. That's it for us. What does that one say? Threat with most tokens in range. Closest survivor. Haunting Bite. Survivor that last suffered damage. The survivor that last suffered damage was Ezra. So she's dead. So no target is Fingerstrum. The survivor that last did stuff was Fen. So move and intimidate target. You are knocked down and suffer brain damage. Fen suffers a 7 on the brain trauma roll. Oh no, he just suffers 1. They just suffer 1. Boom. And knockdown. It's our turn. Lucy's going to go. She's in a swing. What do I want you to swing with, Luce? What are you wielding? Bone blade. We'll swing with the bone blade. Nah, fist and tooth. Fist and tooth in the rear. 8 and a 7, 2 hits. Oh, critical, 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 critical. Oh my God, if we can get paint in this fight, it would be an absolute, clutch moment. I think we just try and jank a 9+ straight up, like mad dogs. And if I could have chosen, if I had known that was there, I would have absolutely thrown 2 founding stones and triggered both of those. All right, Deno, 9+. Come on, buddy. I'm doing this shit live on stream. Pseudo penis, roll 1d10. I love being me. It's the best. I'm definitely not doing that. Gain paint. Oh, it's a beautiful start. It's a beautiful start. It's another day that's absolutely magnificent to be me. It's just wonderful. I wish I could explain what life's like for me. It's just, I walk through everything and have another crit then. Why not? Just get in. Just get in. Oh, I've got 1 wound left to do. I've got everything I wanted out of this showdown except for, well, leveling up these knowledges is not necessary in the slightest. So do I simply throw Deno into the mix with the spear and call it a day? That's true. That's true. I should do it in the Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, we'll try and finish it off here with the spear. Deno hits twice with the spear. Oh, parry hit location. I mean, I think my likelihood of rolling a natural 10 is slim with the Spear of Life. So we'll just do the vasodilated and we do a wound. Job done. Boom. That was not at all difficult. We did not expect it to be difficult, but picking ourselves up paint in the first showdown is so good. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. And we triggered our death principle. All right. Manage departing. Complete the showdown. 1 hunt XP, 1 connective cognition. Returning survivors. Okay, timeline events. Go over here to the books. So, we begin this showdown phase by doing first Crimson Day as a showdown event. And it is this one here. Boom. First Crimson Day. So we roll 1d10 to determine our starting population. 7+ is what we're hoping for. 1 to 4 is less than optimal. That's a 6, so we'll take that. 9 unnamed survivors plus returning survivors. So that gives us 12 survivors, and we're going to build them right now. I've decided for this campaign we're going to use people's names. So Kaylin's just joined the team. G'day, Kaylin. Welcome. You've joined us. Top's going to join the team. Hello, Top. Who else we got? Minimancer. Your name's Sebastian, so we'll call it Seb. You'll absolutely die a horrible death. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. So we should have 12, yeah, so we need to make 6 more. Anyone else on stream wants to be named in this? Do another female. Use a random name. Jeanette. All right, let's go, Jeanette. Another female. Cena. I like it. Another pretty lady. Ruby. Ruby, 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 Ruby. Whoa. No, well, she just died. Another female, and it is Edda. That's a dumb name. Marliese, no. Colette. I met a Colette in Germany. Oh, Kaylin, unfortunately everyone dies in this game, so you can expect to be dead in short order. The only person, oh my God, Trent just got added as an auto-generated name. Porter. The steak. All right, last one can be a male, and we'll call it Swinson because I know he loves Kingdom Death. I got him before that, Top, before you said that. It's a good group, isn't it? 12 survivors thanks to our first Crimson Day event. 9 plus returning survivors, and we then archive the first Crimson Day settlement event. Yeah, everyone dies in this game. Here is an example of how many people died in my last campaign that I played. If we go back to the home page, you can see in the Hogsmeade People of the Dreamkeeper, which I just finished, 47 people died. Good. Good. Middleburg, we got 12 people. Wonderful. Okay, we now move on to Dreamless Respite. Incredible artwork. There we go, beautiful. What book you just finished, Top? Settlement gains the silent dialect innovation, and our nominated survivor gains 2 understanding. Kaylin, you have just been nominated as our survivor. You gain 2 understanding. Well done. And we gain the silent dialect, and here it is. Boom. Progression. Silent dialect. And that allows us to communicate in sign language and fist bump to tell people to stand up without using our mouths, because a lot more people in this campaign lose the ability to speak or be deaf, etc. We add the prologue, we add the Crimson Crocodile to our quarry list, which we have, and we gain Dreamless Language Innovation as well. Boom. So there is Dreamless Language, along with Silent Dialect. Oh, this game is beyond anything that you will have ever you'll ever see. Like this whole world is absolutely unbelievable. But anyway, so we have the 6 innovation cards that we will have. However, we gain paint in the prologue, so we get a free paint. Which means we have to add some innovations to the deck. What do we add? Sculpture and pictograph. Man, that's actually annoying, because if we get sculpture and pictograph as our first draw, I'm going to be pissed. Sculpture. Where is pictograph? Come on, Dino. There it is. Boom, boom. All right, so we've added those to our actual innovation deck, which is built. Done. The Giant Guardian. Kaylin rests in the overflowing robes of the encumbered creature. And we gain the Keeper of Dreams settlement location. We remove any disorders, and Kaylin gains the Grounded ability. Boom. I defeated the Godhand, so characters is in. So I'm hoping to get that relatively early, but we will see what happens, if we can or not. So that's our innovation deck. Grounded. We lose all disorders. The only person who gained a disorder was Fen, and they will lose phobophobia, and that is all. Okay, so we have completed the first Dreamless Respite. And so now we share our first meal. And then we do Extinguish Guidepost. Here is our first meal. We raise a drink. Look at everyone. We're sitting around having a joyous time. We gain 1 collective cognition from defeating the monster. And so we have achieved the first of our collective cognition benefits, which is Facets of Existence, and attain Tier 1 philosophies. I have already pre-prepared my philosophies deck. And who do we nominate for this one? Nominate a survivor to raise a drink. Who shall begin a discourse? I say, it shall be Seb. Seb begins a discourse. Oh, we do need to advance some knowledges, actually. We'll do that in a second. You gain a random knowledge from the deck, and then you ponder the darkness. Get amongst it. get amongst it. What random knowledge do you get? You get hunger. I also have hunger, but it's actually advanced to hunger 2, so you'll have hunger 2. Hunger. Advanced to hunger 2. I also ponder the darkness, and I am a hungry boy as well. Okay, I'll remember to get that out in a second. Great. And then you gain 2 hunt XP and you adopt a philosophy, and the philosophy that you adopt is survivalism. Well done. Well done, I say. You have adopted survivalism. And you gain selfish. Oh, where's my philosophy books? In here. You gain selfish as a neuroses. I would never say that about you, by the way, but that's just the rules. I didn't make the rules, I just play by them. So let me show you the survivalism philosophy book. This is another one of the new mechanics in the Gambler's Chest. These little cool books. So it tells us all about them, and your mantra is to live at all costs. So you have this neuroses, which means you're selfish, so you can't encourage other survivors, you do a bad job of encouraging. And then you also have the knowledge, which is called tenacity, and we will gain that and add tenacity to our knowledge deck. And there it is. So tenacity is now part of our knowledge deck, which means we can obtain it. And that's good. So tenacity, boom. And we then whip this over. This tells us about the divergent ranks and how you can achieve a divergent rank. You will not be going for a divergent rank. And finally, survivalism. Only you. You are alone. All that matters is your survival. Adapt to survive. Gain 1 Lumi. Whee. And roll 1d10. Let's roll the orange dice. We roll a 9. Your survival is in your hands alone. You must make them strong. Gain strength training. However, you exercise past the point of exhaustion and lose all of your survival. Strength training. So every time you gain a knowledge to anyone in your settlement, everyone gains access to that knowledge in the settlement's knowledge deck. So this was something that took me a long time to realise how it all worked in the last one, but now, so we now have both of those 2 knowledges that you have added to our settlement knowledge deck. So we've got tenacity and we've got strength training. When you wound the monster, gain a gain a knowledge. Great. And that is the end for you. That is the end of that. I will just very quickly upgrade hunger to hunger 2, which is there. That one goes away. We have our next one, which is extinguished guidepost. And boy, oh boy, do we have more things to go. Who would like to carry the torch for the settlement for the first time? We gained the Death Pact innovation, and here it is. You did a great job, mate. You've grown strong eating. Well, Death Pact, we will innovate that. We've already done the basic hunt event. Nominate someone to be the scout. They feel a grim responsibility. It is, of course, Topulus. You have been given the grim responsibility. And so far, I've rolled on this chart twice, and both times I've rolled -1 accuracy and evasion. So let's hope we can roll slightly better for this one. Go Top! It's a 9! Grim responsibility. You gain a permanent strength, you beast. You absolute beast. And you have a scout grid. Look at you go. You've got a bloody cloth, by the way, and another cloth. You're an absolute weapon. Good, 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 good. Okay. How many stones did we chuck? We chucked 2 stones. I've got to update that. Gear. Stones. Boom, boom. Interesting. He's taking cloths away completely. Fantastic. So that's a grim responsibility. That is all of the ones that we have to do as a part of this campaign. Dreamless Respite, First Meal, Extinguished Guidepost. We also have the Approaching Storm, which is the Gorm one. And we also have to do Principal Death. I'm actually going to gain my resources, which is 4 and 4. So I'll just deal these out. 1, oh, love that. 2, 3, 4. And then basic resources, we pick ourselves up. Oh my God, that's perfect organ and perfect bone in the start. If I get a perfect hide, we've just deluxed it. No, oh well. Good start, good start. It's a veritable cornucopia of resources in the first showdown. Get that up here. Okay, so we'll do the Gormy one first. So in the expansions that we are playing with, they each come with their own little book. So unfortunately, we're playing with 5 expansions, which means I now have 7 books that I have to rifle through for things. However, this is one of the coolest ones of which I love. And here it is. It's called The Approaching Storm. Look at him. Boom, 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 boom. A light appears on the horizon. From its origin, rolling masses of storm clouds approach the settlement, soaking everything in perpetual sheets of stale-smelling rain. Sudden flash floods, burning winds and periods of strobing lightning continuously plague the settlement, leaving survivors in epileptic fits. You may now hunt the Gorm. Whee! And we add the wonderful Gorm climate settlement event. It's anything but wonderful. In fact, it's the opposite. Nominate a survivor, they gain +1 insanity. Insanity is good for us at this point, so we'll actually nominate Topulus. Actually, what's the worst thing? Absent seizures, blind, severe head injury, and 1 permanent speed. Maybe we won't be nominating you. Maybe we'll nominate someone who sucks. Who's someone who sucks? Ooh, actually, what we might do is nominate someone who has dried acanthus, because we have not removed that yet. Yeah, I don't want you to get blind at this stage, mate. Blind's bad. Lucy has a dried acanthus. She is holding a dried acanthus. So Lucy will be the one to do this. Lucy gains 1 insanity and braves the storm. 7+ is good, but I'm not sure I really want 7+, because I don't really want hovel. It just muddies up the deck. So it's a 9. Okay, we get hovel. Fuck. Yeah, you're a beast, mate. I don't want you to get -1 accuracy. Okay, so returning survivors gain a survival. You gain 1. You gain 1. Deno gains 1. Good job, everyone. And if we have not yet innovated it, we gain the hovel innovation. Oh dear. So this is a good thing. We've just gained hovel. We've gained 2 free innovations to kick us off. What else do we need? We need Death Pact. So we have hovel, Death Pact, Paint, Silent Dialect, and Dreamless Language. But hovel has multiple innovations that it adds to the deck. Multiple. Settlement Watch is a hovel consequence. Family is a hovel consequence. Bed is a hovel consequence. Partnership is a hovel consequence. Yeah, so that's sort of where we find ourselves now with a lot of trash in our deck. No other consequences. Our innovation deck is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What are we missing? Pictograph, sculpture, partnership, settlement watch, face painting. Oh my god, we need face painting as well. Well, we're not choosing that. We get free face painting, so face painting. Okay. So we've done the approaching storm, and we now have to cannibalise. So, one of the interesting mechanics that is in this game is your settlements principles, the things that they live and die by. There's 4 principles that occur in every campaign, well, most campaigns that they occur in. You have your conviction, you have your death principle, you have your new life principle, and you have your society principle. We are going to, normally we choose graves for this, but instead we're going to follow the picture. We're going to eat our friends, we're going to chew their bodies, and it's going to be wonderful. The first harvest. We gain graves. No, we're going to cannibalise. I'm so used to saying graves. Yeah, saturation. We're saturating ourselves with the corpses of our friends. Nominate a survivor. We'll potentially be able to give someone +1 speed. Yum, yum, yum. Let's eat food. We roll 7. A survivor gains +1 permanent speed. That's an interesting choice. Speed is not a stat that's generally one you want to max out. You generally want to have a low speed so that you can control the things that come out, the number of things that come out. So probably the most likely person, there absolutely is, and really interestingly, the Godhand, you need speed. If you don't have speed, and traditionally going low speed was the superior approach, because you would have high strength, do more damage, and you have a lot more devastating things, attacks like that. No, you need high speed for the Godhand. So that was a fun realization. Let's give Kalen +1 speed. and we'll see what weapons we can use for her down the track. And Graves. I'm going to actually grab this out because I never actually use Cannibalize, I should say. Cannibalize. Survival limit +1. When a survivor dies, draw one basic resource and add it to the settlement storage. I don't know if you get this for the first person, but I'm going to assume that I do. It's a monster hide. Okay, I think that is everything we needed to do in this first Lantern year. First Crimson Day, Dreamless Respite, the approaching storm, first meal, extinguished guidepost. Lovely. Let us add our resources to the settlement storage. We gain some basics. We gain a monster hide. Boom. We gain a monster hide. Boom. We gain a monster bone. Boom. We gain a monster hide. Boom. We gain a perfect organ. Oh. We gain a flat vein from the Crimson Croc. We gain a pale flesh. We gain a blood stool. That is consumable. Veined glass. I'm keeping that bad boy. Oh, actually, we need to make Qatar specialists, so maybe I'm making a Qatar. A pseudo penis. Crimson bone. A blood diamond tear. Strange resource. And a perfect bone. That's a legitimately strong start, friends. Legitimately very strong. Okay, so let's talk about the Green Armour Set. The Green Armour Set is our ultimate goal of this campaign. To craft the Green Armour Set, it has a number of requirements that are pretty damn challenging. So I'm going to whip out the Green Armour Set right now and show you what they require, because they are cooked. All right. I'm going to take this out so it's front and center. So there's 6 pieces to the Green Armour Set. 6 pieces of gear. 7 apparently. There you go. There's 7 pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, great. The helmet. I'm going to close this up so that you can see a little bit better. The helmet. Gloves. Plate armour. Green boots. Green folds. This wonderful shield, which is incredible, and this wonderful sword. And they have very, very challenging crafting requirements. Here are the crafting requirements. So the one we want to try and aim for first is this shield. So it requires a beacon shield, an underplate fungus, a sleeping virus flower, and an elixir of life. How do we get the elixir of life again? Is that a Manhunter's vial thing? I don't remember. No. It'll come up along the way, I'm sure. And the blacksmith settlement location. Now, the one that's tricky, the 2 that are tricky, is this one here, Survivor with True Blade. And there's one that requires the 2... it requires a Qatar Master when we face the level 2 Lion Knight, which is Lantern Year 16 or something. So we need to craft a Qatar, basically, and we need to start our weapon proficiency for Qatars as soon as we can. And I think we can make a blood class Qatar, but let's have a look here. So we add the Crimson Crockery location. we're going to innovate. We actually don't need the skinnery at all at this point. So we're just going to make the organ grinder and the bonesmith. And that's all of our endeavours spent. So we're going to innovate. So that will spend us a hide, an organ and a bone. But let's just see what we can craft from the crockery. We can't craft the guitar. What does the guitar need? That is annoying. Bonesmith. Again, the outskirts. Again, the organ grinder. Crockery. Okay. Blood glass guitar. Pale fingers. Didn't get pale fingers. That's a shame. We don't need weapons, so we don't need to make weapons at all. I can't remember if the Gorm has a guitar. I don't think he does. But we should probably go hunt a Gorm. We need a couple of Gorman items. I think that's where the elixir of life is. Okay, so we're not going to make any gear. We are simply going to spend our basic resources of a bone, a hide, and an organ. And the organ that we will use will come from Crimson Crocodile, which will be this blood stool. And we're going to do an innovate. This is a very important innovation. We want symposium. Shuffle this over here. We want symposium or in a lantern. Symposium would absolutely be our preference. So we deal 2. Family is not, but I could take that. Bed. See, this is the problem with Hovel getting trash in the deck. Family adds Clan of Death to the deck. A Clan of Death in Lantern Year 2 would be absolutely outrageous. Survival limit is not something we need. This removes trash from the deck. This adds trash, but has more short-term potential benefits. So we'll add family. And I think the only thing is Clan of Death from family. Could you imagine if we got fucking Clan of Death? Lantern Year 2. Just make all the babies and they're just powerhouses. It's Clan of Death. Raw! Okay. Don't think we're going to have too many problems in these first Lantern years. That is the end of all of the things that we need to do. We could craft some stuff from the Crimson Crockery. At this point in time, I don't think we're going to. Let's go and have a look at the Gorm. Do they have a... Gorm has a... Do you have a guitar in your spread, Gormy? Rib Blade, no. The Knuckle Shield's good. Greater Gax, Pulse Lantern, Gorn, Acid Tooth Dagger. Nope, you do not have a guitar. I don't get weapon proficiency for another couple of Lantern years anyway, so it's not really a concern. We don't have Song of the Brave, so we can't clear Gorm Climate. So... we're probably okay to not worry about hunting a croc or a Gorm. I can hunt whatever I want, basically. So who do we want to hunt? I think the croc's probably the one who's going to dish up more challenges for me. So maybe I'll hunt a Gorm. All right, who are we going to take out on the hunt? We can't take Fen. They have a spiral fracture. So Deno will come out. Deno wants to get a different philosophy. He doesn't want to get survivalism. He wants to get lanternism, or one of the new ones. So we may just fudge that ever so slightly. Kalen will join us on a hunt. Let's go, Kalen. Toppy's joining us because he's our scout. Seb, you're our survivalist, so you're coming. And we will bring Lucy as well. So let's have a look at our survivors that are joining us. Seb, you can be in red, my man. Kalen, you are in blue. Kalen, you will be wielding this loadout. Yes, good. I am ready. Hollow sword. And you do still have your founding stone. We'll give you a dry decanthus. We'll keep you alive as much as possible. Look at us go. Deno, your loadout remains very similar, but you have lost your founding stone and you have the spear of life. And you do have a dry decanthus, my great man. Loose. Bandages, frenzy drink, founding stone, cloth, bloody cloth, dry decanthus. G'day, Aurea class, monster tooth, bone, blade, stone, noses, great. You're all good. Oh, Dano needs to just get 2 survival when he departs, very good. 4 survival when he departs. Kalen, you get 2 survival when you depart. Seb, your loadout will be the blood drinker, and you did chuck your founding stone, so that's gone. That's fine. And Toppy, you are just trundling out there with a bloody cloth and optimism, buddy. just a real hope for the future. You gain insanity when you depart from the bloody cloth. You gain an insanity when you depart from the bloody cloth. You gain insanity when you depart from the bloody cloth. Deno does not. And Kalen, you gain insanity when you depart from the bloody cloth. Great. We are going to hunt a Gorm. We are going to do that right now because I am much more comfortable with this campaign now that I've played it multiple times. The croc is done. We shall go hunt a little Gormy Gorm. Crimson crocodile. Okay. If you haven't seen the Gorm, here he is. He's a very, very cool guy. He is a giant baby with an anglerfish head, a mouth that is very reminiscent of genitalia, and hands that surround it. And he's great. He's really good. It would be absolutely mental to go hunting a level 2 Gorm in Lantern Year 2, but I probably could. I probably could. Did I remember the... Yeah, Death of Song's the next one. Lantern Year 2. Okay. Gormy boy. Da, 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 lass that is gold. Oh, could that lass be mine? Yeah, look at him. This is what he does to you. He vomits on your face. He actually spends his whole time vomiting. He's good times. Good times, the Gormy. Oh, could that lass be mine? Belly of gold. 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have dash. That's so good. Oh, that's so good that we have dash already. Absolutely outrageous. And hovel. So what did departing survivors get? Oh my God, family and hovel departing survivors. Our survival limit's 4. Incredible. When he's at level 2, this guy vomits everywhere. He's mad. I love him. Is this my Gorm one? And where's my Gormy? Here he is, little buddy. Alright, we'll go over here and I'll just show you what the setup looks like for one of these dudes. So here is all of his monster resources that come in their own deck. Here is his AI cards that come in their own deck. Here is his hit locations that come in their own deck. And here is his hunt events that come in their own deck. So we'll shuffle the hit locations because we know that doesn't change. Boom. Monster resources, we won't need to shuffle those until we kick the shit out of him. His AI cards, so we need to separate them into advanced. Advanced. That is a status that's in play. We don't start with any of those for this guy. That's his legendary cards. We don't have Gormyard and we don't have Must. Is that right? He doesn't come with anything at level 1, does he? Yeah, he's just a dickhead. Legendary cards, there's no legendaries. Basic. Advanced. Basic. That's the one we want to see. If we get that one in play, oh my God. Okay, how many basics? We have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 2 advanced, was it? Two advanced, 1, 2. Shuffle. If Posturing Piss is in play at the end of the showdown against the Gorm, you innovate ammonia for free, which would be absolutely wonderful. So that is everything set up for the Gorm's actual showdown. Plus there's a couple of basic terrain cards, random terrain cards, which we'll worry about later. But let's snip over here and we will go on a hunt. So for us to find the Gorm, we have to traverse through the wilds of the Kingdom Death world. And it's going to take us 4 spaces to find him. Before we find him, we'll have to deal with hunt events out there in the world. Here are my basic hunt events. So these are shuffled as well. Boom, boom. All right, so let's depart for Lantern Year 2. We shall hunt a Gorm, level 1. I think I probably could defeat a Gorm level 2 just quietly, but there's some pretty significant penalties into going into his toughness 11. Yeah, it's just not worth it probably. We're just going to fist and tooth and try and punch him, get some resources. We depart. Now, did departing survivors have a benefit? No, that was if we rolled low on the cannibalised one. Departing survivors got insanity when they left. And then we will go to our first Gorm hunt event, and it is Itchy Palms. Nope, we roll a random hunt event. We do not have Itchy Palms. So the random hunt event will be yellow. 92. Oh my God, is that light on the horizon? Failed start. The survivors find the tattered remains of 4 humans. Clad in loincloths and clutching stone shards, they bear the distinct marks of white lion claws. Each survivor suffers 1 brain event damage and gains 1 founding stone starting gear. Survivors with 3+ understanding also gain 1d10 insanity. So everyone is going to lose an insanity because of the brain event damage. Not too bad. We just picked ourselves up 5 founding stones. That's ridiculous. Oh, sure. Sure, why not? And I have an open slot for everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An open slot for everyone to just wield themselves a founding stone. Why not? Throw those founding stones, baby. That's it. We move to the next one and we get the Horizon of Bones. Any survivor has 5 hunt XP. No, we roll a random hunt event. 34. Crippling Misery. We do not have binge eating. All right, Kalen, I've got bad news for you, champion. The straggler is lost in a moment of profound doubt. Well, it's not you yet, but I'm going to hope that it's you. I'm going to try and make it you. If I get a broken leg, I'm going to be very upset. No, it doesn't. We want someone to be a straggler. That is not me. We want Kalen to be the straggler. I'll explain why in a second. But so from the top down, we roll down. So Kalen rolls a 5. Deno rolls a 9. Of course he does. Lucy, don't be the straggler, Luce. Lucy rolls a 2. You idiot. Seb rolls a 5, and Toppy rolls an 8. It's Lucy, the only one who doesn't have fucking dried acanthus. What a mug. Lucy is the crippling misery. She's the straggler. The straggler is lost in a moment of profound self-doubt. They slip, not having the will to catch themselves, and tumble off a steep hill of stone faces. They land awkwardly with a crunch, suffering the broken leg severe injury. You would have suffered a severe injury. Broken leg. An ear-shattering crunch. Adjacent survivors suffer 1 brain damage, suffer -1 permanent movement, and gain a bleeding token. Poor Lucy. However, they come to grips with just how terrible their life is and gain 1 understanding. If you had got that 1 understanding, Kalen, it would have taken you to 3. It would have been wonderful. We did not. That's the end of that one. We do one of these and we flip. Baby and the sword. Oh. All right, Kalen, are you ready to save a baby? Survivors may grab and dash. If we roll a 1 or a 2 here, it's very bad. And we don't have a lifetime reroll, but we could gain a newborn with a courage. Or we roll a 7+ and we get both. Everyone gains a disorder. Oh, I don't know that I need a baby at this point. Do I? It's a 1 in 5 chance of. I suppose all it is we just get a disorder. No one's got any. Actually, this is probably a good time for us because we do need to try and trigger a disorder. We need to get a disorder to get a thing. So we will trigger this. We'll run in there and try and save someone. We roll a 4. It's a good outcome. Kalen, you've just rushed in there and you've saved the baby. You gain a courage and you gain the newborn gear. It's a little baby, just having my baby. Good one. And that's it. We made it to the Gorm Showdown. We found this big dope. We flipped 2 random terrain cards. We'd love to see something that generates us more more stuff. So like a survivor corpse or a beheaded corpse we definitely don't want to see. And bug patch. Bug patch is okay. Little bug patch, just there. You do have to breastfeed it, yes. No, so your job now is to survive so that when we get back to the settlement, we can save this newborn. Okay. I don't think we need anything from there, so let's nip down. Here we are, we're on the Showdown board. We're all set up. Big Gormy. Who do we want to be the tank? So we'll apply arrival bonuses, which is cool. Okay. We've shuffled this, we've done this, everyone's good. So we'll just flip the Gorm's first card. So we really want to see Posturing Piss. Headbutt, random threat in field of view and in range. So that is anyone on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's Big Deno. See, look, so this is what I was talking about, this guy, look. Perform Wretch. He literally vomits, he goes, bleh, and then he walks backwards. It's a vomit zone. I am going to spend a survival to dash, because I can dash, because we have paint. And I'm going to run into the tall grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Gormy goes to here. Bleh. Actually, we'll go to there. No, we'll go there. Yeah. Bleh. And then he'll attempt to attack us. It's a speed 1 attack. Deno is evasion 1, plus he's in the grass, so the dude needs a 5. He rolls a 1 and misses us. Because we didn't do any damage, we don't trigger the after damage effect. He doesn't vomit backwards. That's the end of his turn. It's our turn. All right, so what we really want to achieve out of this is Deno hasn't consumed. Kaylin at any time is going to set her insanity to 2. Lucy suffered a brain damage in the hunt. Seb, you gain a survival token on departure. So you're good. You have not consumed. So we want you to be our guy to wound the monster, and Top, you've got nothing at this point in time. So first thing I want to do is I want to use Deno. And Deno wants to use the Rawhide Headband. So I can reveal the top 2 AI cards and place them on top of the deck. I'm not going to do anything to this monster until I know Posturing Piss is in play. Oh my god, it is. Okay. So closest threat in phasing in range, so that can be us. 4 speed, 2+ suffer bash and knockback 5, full move towards the closest threat. That's a bad card. I think we're better off doing this. Okay, so Posturing Piss, we're gonna get ammonia. This is an unbelievable start to a campaign. I'm gonna stay exactly where I am, right in front of him, staring him down, giving him the finger. Fuck you. Seb, you got a founding stone, mate. You picked yourself up a founding stone, and you're going to throw that. So you have just archived that founding stone. So we'll remove one of our 7 founding stones. Throw. And the hit location that you throw it into is the Mammoth Distended Gut. Because you've done a critical wound, we gain that resource, which is a stout kidney. So that's good. Don't need that there. One stout kidney. Awesome. And that does the top wound. So we know that is the top wound. That is it. You are not going to do anything else. You're just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you did a wound, we advance your knowledge with strength training. Done. You're going to spend a survival to dash, which we literally don't need to do. That's just funsies. And you're going to get 1, 2, 3, all the way back here. And then you're going to spend the survival token that you've got, boom, to increase your survival back to 5. So our goal, our ultimate goal here is to allow you to maximise both of your knowledges as much as possible. You're doing a great job, mate. Here's what happened. You picked up this shard of rock from the ground. It's called a founding stone. You picked it up from the ground, you found it, and then you can throw that founding stone, and because of how sharp it is and because of how good you are at throwing, you get to do an automatic critical wound, which is amazing. So well done you. Okay, everyone else is going to do pretty much nothing. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Lucy, and you're going to pick up that bug patch. And let's see what happens with the bug patch. And we've got tall grass as well. So add +1 to the bug patch. Ideal roll, and this is a 3, 7. So we gain a random vermin resource. And the bug patch is discarded. So good job, Lucy. You have picked yourself up. Crab spider, crab spider, crab spider. Come on. Nightmare tick. Nightmare tick I don't want. Oh, actually, we've got cooking now, so that's all right. Done. And then she'll dash to get the hell out of dodge. Actually, do we need to dash? Oh, we do need to dash. You're only speed 4 because you're an idiot. Oh, because you fell over like an idiot. Okay, Top's going to move 1, 2, 3 and stay as safe as possible from there. And this chick is Kaylin. She's got a little baby. She's not going to do anything, I don't think, because the weapon's slow. We don't want her to get in trouble. So Kaylin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get to stay safe and protect the baby with your life. That's it. The monster draws his AI card. We know it's posturing piss. The Gorm asserts its dominance over the challenging survivor, which is me. When a survivor ends their arc in the Gorm's blind spot, you suffer monster level damage to your legs. If the Gorm is defeated when this card is in play and they have not innovated yet, the settlement gains the ammonia. Draw an AI card, and it is the closest threat in facing in range. It's me. It's Deno. So he's going to have an attack on us. It's speed 2, and it's hitting on a 2+. That goes to 3+ thanks to my evasion, and 5+ because of the tall grass. So that's a 3 and a 4. The Gorm misses me twice. We have no after damage effects. It's throw time, baby. Throw those stones, kids. Topulus has his turn, throws a stone. Get rid of your stone, Topulus. Good work, buddy. We'll archive another stone. Starting gear. Down to 5, and the hit location we get is roll 1d10 on a result of a 5+. Topulus gains 1 courage and 1 survival. He does not. You fool. Done a wound. Topilus will stay where he is. I'm going to swing with the Spear of Life. Oh, God. I reckon people who've watched me on my videos are probably like, this guy cheats. This guy's just ridiculous. This just rolls too many crits and stuff. I don't. I'm just a really fortunate guy. Two pluses to wound, I think. Hang on, what strength are you, Dano? Your strength 1. And the Spear of Life is 5, so with 3 plus. With 3 plus to wound. And a crit on a 10. We'll do this one first. My weapon is not frail, so 10 to crit. It's not a crit, we do a wound. 10 to crit. It's a crit. We do a wound. Is there a resource on that one? No. Turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge and full move in a straight line. At the end of its movement, the Gorm is knocked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Gorm is knocked down over here. At this point, we will definitely send in Seb, the great man, with his Blood Drinker. And he's knocked down. Get out of here. So you just need to do wounds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're there. You'll swing with your Blood Drinker. Hits on a 3 plus because he's knocked down. There's a 6. It's a 4. Taking the 4. 2 hits. And we have this. I'd love to see a crit on one of these. This weapon's not deadly. Should we have gone Fist and Tooth here? No, we just need to do wounds for you. Actually, we probably should have gone Fist and Tooth because you're knocked down, Gormy. What's your strength? Strength 1, so Fist and Tooth will wound on a 7, crit on a 9. Other one wounds on a 2. No, we won't do Fist and Tooth for you, so that's a 3, that's a wound. We ignore the wound reaction because the Gormy is on the ground, so we get strength training level 2. This one, we roll 6, it's another wound. Gormy's on the ground, boom. Your turn is done. Kicking goals, Seb. Lucy. She'll surge. No, she'll dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the flank. And she will swing with Fist and Tooth, doing a dash. Monster's knocked down, so Fist and Tooth hits on a 3 plus. It hits once. And we flip this. If attacking from the flank, we gain +2 strength when attempting to wound this location. We don't want a critical on this one because we're hitting him in the nuts. 7 is not a crit. 7 is a wound though. Okay, that's the end of our turn. It's going very well. There's no more resources on the board, so we can't get any more resources from things. What we really would like is for Seb to do all of the remaining wounds, which is 3. So we're just going to do no more attacks, I think. So, and Seb's just going to ride it out. We flip aggravated bite, the closest threat in field of view. So it's either Seb or Lucy. Lucy, it's you with your broken leg. We don't care if you get attacked. Gormy turns to face Luce. Hits her, 2 on a 2 plus, she has no evasion. Hits twice. The 2 hits are on Lucy's body and waist. that's areas that she's wearing armour. So she is fine. She does not suffer damage, but she does suffer a bleeding token. That is it. That's the end of his turn. Lucy will have her go. She'll use her bandages to patch up her bleeding tokens and move into the grass. Seb's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go to there. Do we sling a founding stone? Yep, we'll throw a founding stone from you, champion. It's another founding stone. I think that takes us down to 4 now. So this is a critical hit location, and we get Mammoth Hindguts, which unfortunately does not have a resource which we were looking for, but you have once again wounded the monster. You are not in the vomit zone, so you do not heal all injury levels. Add a thing of your choice. That goes there. Kaylin's just going to go to safety. Top stays safe. Deno stays safe. That's it. Gormy does an aggravated bite because that's the only card he's got left. The closest threat in facing in range is going to be Lucy. He goes to here. He swings on Lucy. Lucy gets hit once. She'll spend a survival to dodge. Highway to the vomit zone. Seb, 1, 2, 3, 4, into here. Swing with your fist and tooth, maybe. At what point do we need resources? We don't. This is not a start that I'm worried about resources. We've got absolute truckloads, but we're just not going to die, so we probably can. Yep, we'll just use fist and tooth. You hit once on a 9. Oh my god, it's the death blow. If we had a swung with the other weapon, we'd probably kill you. 1 permanent speed, pure bulb. So there is no crit location, so we actually need to roll a 7. That's a 2, we fail. His turn, he does this attack again. It's once again on Lucy. It hits twice. She suffers 1 to the boot, 1 to the body. She is not in any concern of dodging, etc. She will bleed. She is fine. Seb goes again, swings with fist and tooth, hits on an 8. Oh, lovely. Come on, critical. It's a 1, so that's a failure, so we don't perform retch. The Gorm's turn. I could literally throw 2 stones and end this fight like any time, but I want our guy Seb to be the one to do the wound so we can level up strength training. Gorm attacks with aggravated bite on Lucy. The Gorm hits once, twice, and the hit locations are the waist and the body. He'll dodge the body, so she's not knocked down. Seb will go again, fist and tooth. Come on, buddy. Punching like a champion. Hits once. The mammoth bulging face. Give me a crit. 4 is not a wound. We are going to eventually proc the trap, which I don't think is a good thing, so maybe we will just switch to the axe. His turn. He fights Lucy again. You are failing us very bad. Lucy gets hit in the waist and the body. She's just going to take them both. She's knocked down. You failed us for the last time, mate. It's not your. The failure was not yours. The failure was mine in my poor strategic decision making. We will swing in this time with the blood drinker, the actual axe. 2 hits on a 9. Both of these are fucking criticals. I guarantee I'm going to roll 9s now, and I'll be like, why didn't I use fist and tooth for both of these? Wound. It's a 6. I feel better about that. So we do a wound which clears off aggravated bites, and you gain another knowledge in strength training. And because we've done a wound, we now perform retch. So he moves backwards. Actually, we're better off doing it the other way. so that the wretch doesn't kill Lucy. Yep, and this one, it's a 2. That is a wound. The Gorm's dead. And we are completed. Complete the showdown. Gorm was victorious. We all gain 1 hunt XP. We gain 1 collective cognition for defeating the Gorm. We shall return and advance the year. And we are done. So let's go and have a look at this. So we have 4 basic and 4 Gorm resources. So the 4 Gorm resources. Oh, and you also achieve strength training too, which is great. Hiya! Yep. All right, Gorm resources. Jiggling lard. Meaty rib, perfect rib blade. Mammoth hand. And a stout kidney. We didn't get any stout hide. That's okay. Basic resources, 4 of them. What's that one? A monster organ. All right, monster bone. Question marks. Monster organ. Monster organ. Okay, now the first time we defeat a Gorm, we add the Gormery, settlement location, and we add the Gorm chemist. And if we do not already have it, we innovate Negredo. This is an unbelievable start. Negredo, and we gain ammonia. Because of the posturing piss. Okay, so the Negredo consequence is albedo. So that goes into that. And then we have other consequences from ammonia. We are going to absolutely struggle to get any good bloodletting, or ammonia consequence. We're in big trouble. We're in big trouble in trying to get the innovations that we want. It's going to be borderline impossible. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to fix a card situation. That'll be fine, Deno. You'll be okay, mate. Ammonia, gained for free. These ones added to the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, let's do a shit ton of settlement events. Once again, we have Gorm climates, and we also have to flip ourselves one of these in addition. So I'll grab out Gorm climate. I'd love it if we didn't see murder at this point. So there's our Gorm climate. It's a terrible turn of events. But if we roll a 4+, it's okay. All right, cut, and we get, oh, plague. Oh my God. Oh my God, we've got a plague in this. Oh, we're all about to die by plague. We might actually be able to get away with this. Because we may be able to do bloodletting. I need to check something actually. I knew it was too good to be true. Too good to be true. Set up, survivors return, do not remove gear, gain endeavours, update timeline, draw a settlement event card, trigger story events, update death count, check milestones, develop. Okay, so we're not going to be able to gain bloodletting and gain that benefit yet, but so we have to do everything first. Okay, we're going to do Gorm Climate first. So Gorm Climate, man, if I die, I'm going to be so pissed off. Thanks to a plague. I'm going to be so pissed off. Oh dear, oh dear. It has to be survivors with at least 100 XP too, so. Oh no, well Fen, you might be dying to a plague, champion. Okay. So Gorm Climate, first of all, unfortunately it means we add Gorm Climate to next Lantern Year. Yeah, exactly. It's the 4th wave of COVID. It's just hit my settlement. What a fucking tragedy. So we roll on Gorm Climate. 1, 2, 3 is bad. That's a 7. So we'll take a 7. Do we have Hovel? Yes. We gain +2 to home endeavour results at this Lantern Year. So that's good. Good outcome. All right, Plague. Choose 4 survivors with at least 1 hunt XP. They are infected. Each rolls 1d10. We're going to stick with the yellow dice. And I'm sorry to say, friends, that I am not the person that is nominating myself for this event. Fen has 1 hunt XP. They're about to roll. So on a 3+, yeah, on a 3+ here, you're okay. On a 1 or a 2, it's not dead. It's not good. Okay, come on, Fen. It's a 6. Okay, Fen will die because we don't have bloodletting. Unless you receive treatment, you will die at the end of the settlement phase. So Fen could receive treatment. It could be okay. Come on, Fen. All right. He's got a plague, but he's okay. They're okay. Topolus, you have been nominated to be a plague, my friend. Come on, buddy. Topolus rolls a 7. He's also going to die unless he receives treatment, but that's all right. Seb, you've dodged a bullet because I need you to level up survivalism. Lucy, poor Luce, with your broken leg and your tragedy of life. Lucy rolls a 1. Lucy is dead. Add plague to the next Lantern Year on the timeline if it is not already there. Lucy is dead. And we add plague again next year. That's the role we didn't want. We'll potentially be able to do something about it. We'll see how we go. Plague, you fucking dog. You absolute fucking dog. And Kalen, come on, mate. Just don't roll a 1 or a 2, Kalen. We don't want you to die. You brought the baby back. You've done such a wonderful job at surviving in this world. A 9! You make a full recovery. You're fine, you legend. All right, so there's only 2 people that we need to save. And these are endeavours that we can spend. So when do we gain endeavours? Yep, so we've gained our 5 endeavours. So when anyone dies for any reason, we gain a basic resource thanks to cannibalise. So we are literally about to eat, we're about to eat our plague-riddled corpse of Lucy. Great times, good decisions from the settlement. Just cook it up. It's fine. It'll be sweet. Okay, so that's our plague done. I'm going to keep that out because we have to do bad stuff with that. So there's a treatment option that we've got, right? So one of our endeavours we can spend is treatment. Now, if we roll a 9+ on the treatment, everyone makes a full recovery. Let the man cook. Good. I love that. Okay. I'm calm. We're fine. We've just had a little plague. Everything's okay. We have a story event, Death of Song. We have another story event called Endless Screams. Endless Screams is the Screaming Antelope introductory event. There's not many bad outcomes to Endless Screams. Other than a shattered jaw. So who would like to hunt the Screaming Antelope and become the voice of reason? Nominate a single survivor to stand amongst the madness. It's you, Seb. You've bravely decided to step forth and stand amongst the madness because you have, I know you don't have a Drydecanthus. I know you do. Yeah, you got a Drydecanthus. So at worst, if you get a shattered jaw, you don't suffer it. So you roll a 2. You gain 1 courage. No, you lose 1 courage. Suffer the shattered jaw. What a shame. So we lose that Drydecanthus. We archive that instead. Outstanding. Thanks for nothing, mate. I needed that. I needed that, pal. And you gave me nothing. You could have got Orator of Death. Yeah, fair enough. Endless Screams is over. We can now hunt the Screaming Antelope. And we will absolutely do that in a few lantern years. We're going to hunt a few more Gormies. Punch their faces in. Death of Song. This is from the new book. Death of Song. And this allows us to hunt these little fat guys, the Smog Singers. Come on. There it is. Look at this. Ah. Okay, nominate a survivor to confront the poacher. And we can now hunt the Smog Singers. Who do we nominate? I don't want you to gain this because you have... Oh, you get to nominate a survivor. Yeah, okay, great. We'll just roll. High roll here is good. Lantern 10. Thank you very much. You're all welcome. We gain a population. Aureoclast joined the chat. So good old Ori. Well done, Ori. Unfortunately, the new survivor gains pacifist. You'll never be able to fight anyone. You've just become a pacifist. But I do have a frenzy drink, so we can get you out there and have a fight too if we want. The new survivor gains pacifist and 3 insanity. Well done. And one of us gains 1 understanding by Inspired by the innocence of the creature's face, you gain 1 understanding. You take the poacher's blood-stained hand and you gain 1 population. Kalen, it's very generous and kind of you. You have a kind heart. You've gained insight. We trigger story event designs and dandelions, which is great. And we also gain 2 random Smog Singers resources. I'm just going to grab these out from here because I have it here. Pale Flesh and Whistletooth. What's the stuff that I achieved this hunt? Where did I put that? Here. Great. That's a great event. Okay, so now Kaylin has just achieved this. So she is a tinker, which means she is a returning survivor. So she's going to gain 1 additional endeavour, which is great. And you're a wonderful, kind human. And now we also trigger an insight roll because you've achieved 3 understanding. You're the smartest person in our settlement so far, Kaylin, which is fair to say is also true for our lives. HI. Insight. In a single moment, the curtain of the world pulls back. Select the Epiphany. Kaylin, you have a settlement phase Epiphany, and you roll 1d10, and you roll a 1, which is if you innovate this phase, draw +1 card. Normally I would complain about that, but that's a really good one for us because we don't have Symposium. And now we go on to designs and dandelions, not decomposing labyrinth. Here it is. This guy who does the artwork in this game, or one of the guys who does the artwork in this game, is a Korean artist named something. I can't pronounce it. But he does absolutely incredible artwork. I follow him on Instagram. This is glorious. I love it. Designs and dandelions. I have already created our seed pattern deck. That is it here. We gain the drafting table innovation. Oh dear, oh dear. This is just continuing to go from better to better. Drafting table innovation. Here it is, the drafting table. When a survivor first reaches 3 understanding, they gain a seed pattern card. Which is glorious. And as an endeavour we can practice on the drafting table. I do not believe we will yet. But meticulously, Kaylin is about to clean the table. Kaylin also has a dried acanthus, so she will ignore this intracranial hemorrhage. Oh my God. She meticulously cleans the table and she rolls a 4. Gain a seed pattern card. Well done, Kaylin, you've done a marvellous job. So for anyone who has not yet played this campaign, seed patterns are an addition. These are inspirational pieces of gear that your settlement comes across and thinks about and goes, wow, this is it. This is our new goal. We would like to make an Elder's Aegis. That's actually a really good one. And it gives me a real conundrum. The settlement comes together and vows to protect the young. It makes my life harder though because I need to make a really tough decision. Elder's Aegis. I think I need the thing more than I need the... Oh, it's a tough call. It's a tough call. Seed patterns goes in there. Okay, so that is the end of all of our story events. So let's just go to this one again and make sure we're doing everything right. Done, done, done. Update our death count. Check the milestones. We just did designs and dandelions. We're now on to develop. Very good. So let's add all of our gear or our resources that we obtained. So from the Smog Singers, we picked up a whistle tooth and some pink flesh. Blah, 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 blah. From Basics, we picked up a monster bone, a monster organ, question marks, and a monster bone. We're going to spend the monster bone, the monster hide, the monster organ, and an endeavour to innovate, and we will do that once we've entered in the rest of these. And then some Gorm resources. We have, that's a nightmare tick, which is a vermin. Stout kidney, a second stout kidney, a mammoth hand, a meaty rib, and a jiggling lard. Man, I can't believe this is Lantern Year 2. Absolutely on a tear. And we got perfect shit as well. That's just great. Whistle tooth. A nightmare tick. We will be able to do some cooking with that, which is nice. Okay. So we have 5 endeavours to spend. We absolutely need to use ammonia to clear off our plague. We need to roll a 9. But before we do that, we are going to archive this newborn and we're going to add a population. The baby that Kaelin rescued. Who is our new baby? We need some more females. Brandy. She was a great artist. Brandy's joined the team. Okay. We need to roll a 9+ to remove plague from the timeline in the next Lantern Year. So I definitely need to do that. I also would like to add the Bonesmith, but there is nothing more important right now. What does the special innovate require? A Gorm brain. We don't have a Gorm brain. Negrito, we archive Elixir of Disintegration. Okay. This boy is mine. Could build a weapon crafter. Don't think we need a weapon crafter at this point, but okay. Oh, plague. So I'm going to flip my innovate and just see if we flip something that helps us with this plague. I don't think it does, but if we do have bloodletting, we will be able to potentially stand by. So pictograph is rubbish. Definitely don't want pictograph. We're not Gormless. Sculpture is also rubbish. Stop doing this. Bed. Well, it has to be bed because the other two are rubbish. And bed just thins the deck and it gives us an increase in our survival limit. If we still had Lucy, we could have let her rest and heal her broken body, but we do not. That's annoying. I was hoping we would get Symposium or Inner Lantern maybe. Inner Lantern so we can whip the character ones. Okay, I am going to spend, so we've got 2 people that are infected by plague. Topulus is one of them. So we're going to roll for Topulus and we're going to give him a treatment. We do have ammonia, so we're going to treat his plague And if we roll a 9+, we remove plague from next year's lantern year, which would be wonderful. So come on top. It's a 2. You make a full recovery, but we do not remove it from next lantern year. We're going to spend another 1, and that one is on... who was the other person who got it? Oh, Fen. Fen, look after us, mate. Roll a 9. Roll a 9, Fen. Get it in the box, buddy. It's a 3. Fen also recovers. We don't remove plague from next year's lantern year. So it's not ideal, but we now have that knowledge, so we can actually try and prepare for that by sending out other survivors so they gain a lantern a thing. And we can then hopefully prevent the plague from continuing. The next thing we need to do is probably try and give birth to someone so that we can choose survival of the fittest, so we gain a lifetime reroll, so we can remove plague from the settlement next year if we roll a 1 or a 2. So that will shape who we send out on the hunt. Topolus is going again. Kalen is going again. And then we'll send some goobers out. Ori class is going out because I've got a frenzy drink and I'm going to make him a lunatic. And John Cena, ba, ba, da, ba. And Ruby, so I can sing Ruby, 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 Ruby. Another Gorm. Okay. So we have how many things left? All right, so we're going to spend 1 and we're going to use this organ grinder to do an augury. So what we do after this will be determined by if we get to have a baby. So we add +1 to our roll if our understanding is 3 or higher. So Kaylin is going to do some auguring. And she rolls a 3, which goes to a 4, which is gain a survival. She doesn't need to do that. She will augur again. Go on, roll an 8. 6 goes to 7. Damn. All right, our last attempt at an augury. Roll an 8 for us, Kaylin, please. 4. No, so she just gains survival. Damn. That's unfortunate. We will have to do our best for everyone not to die. What's the time now? It's been playing for 2.5 hours. Do I do 1 more showdown, which takes us to Lantern Year 3? What happens next Lantern Year? Missing statue, so those little buffhead bone eaters join us. I really want to know what happens with this plague situation. 13 population, man. If we had given birth, we would have been at 14. Maybe we rolled twins. We could have got our conviction principle. That would have been really, really good if we got that, but we did not. What can we make? I want to get our shield proficiency up. And I think we have enough to make the knuckle shield. Oh, that is glorious. The knuckle shield is a really good piece of gear. So here's the knuckle shield. Speed 3, hits on a 7+. It's only strength 1, but if you wound with it, you get a free block. So we'll make a knuckle shield. How many more bones have we got? Yes. No, we will craft the knuckle shield. I don't think I need to craft a rib blade, but I do love a rib blade. Yeah, I will craft a rib blade. It's just a meaty rib and a hide. And I will also make us a lucky charm. 1. Our lucky charm. Okay, so let's go over here and have a look at this layout stuff. So we want to use the rib blade with the lucky charm. So we will do that on, Caitlin's got a speed, so do we use it on her so there's no risk to her rolling too many hits? Probably a good move, don't I? I got to seriously think about hunting a level 2. Seriously think about that, because we do have dash, we just don't have surge. We lost one acanthus. Can I make a can I make one of them? Oh my god, I can make a wisdom potion. They're awesome. Should I do that? Wisdom potion allows us to see what the hit location we're about to hit is, and it's quite tremendous. So I'm going to make a wisdom potion. I'm going to make a second lucky charm. Done. Now the question I need to ask myself is, do I hunt a level 2? This is the question we are asking. I think we probably could hunt a level 2 Gorm, but it's a risk. Yes, am I feeling lucky, punk? Okay, so the survivors we're taking, Kaylin, her loadout is going to be a rib blade and a lucky charm. And a pair of bandages. Very nice. She does have a founding stone still, so we will keep that in mind. So when she departs, she gets 2 from the acanthus. She gets 1 insanity from the bloody cloth. And she's also got a 1 luck now with the deadly rib blade. It's slow, so she doesn't get to use that and gain extra. And stone noses give her 1 and 1. Very good. So she has that set up, perfect. Oriclast, you're going to be in green, my man. And so you will have the frenzy drink. Ah, perfect. So you can wield the bone blade, monster tooth necklace, stone noses, cloth, bloody cloth. Your dried acanthus is gone. So you're probably going to be dead. So I apologise in advance for that. But let's give you a weapon that helps. The Spear of Life is not too bad actually for you. Yep. Yep, I like that. I like that a lot actually. That's a good layout. Okay, so you've got Frenzy Drink, Spinning Sword, Spear of Life, Cloth, Bloody Cloth, Monster Tooth, Stone Noses. So 2 survival is gone when you depart, because you don't have that anymore. You gain that and that, but you got 1 insanity from the bloody cloth. Done. Ruby. Is there any colour that Ruby could be other than red? And Ruby is going to wield the Blood Drinker layouts. She now has clothed and satiated thanks to the stone plate innovation, I think. Do I have stone plate? Yes, pleasing plating. Departing survivors gain +1 survival. I'm on an absolute rampage in this. Oh, we've still got to do the most exciting bit, which is our new philosophies. Yeah. So we probably want to have someone who can do a knuckle shield. So that can be you. Ruby, 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 Ruby. Whoa. Monster Tooth, Skull Helm, Stone Noses, Bloody Cloth, Cloth, Blood Drinker. You can not take a Founding Stone. And instead you can take the Knuckle Shield. And I will give you a Dried Acanthus as well. But I don't think that guy's going to die. No, actually, we want to keep that set up. So 1 strength, you don't get 2 survival. And that's fine. Cena. You are wearing the Rawhide sets. And that is now a Founding Stone. This is a Wisdom Potion. You may be asking yourself, why are you doing this, Dano, where you've got all of this information down in front of you, but you're also putting it onto the app? Well, let me answer that question for you. And it's a great question. It's because when I go over to this page and click Depart, if you have the gear put into this, it automatically calculates all of your bonuses and updates it for your stats and stuff. So if we go and have a look at here, you can see that this Founding Stone weapon is going to roll 2 dice on a 7+ at 1 strength. Whereas if we go to Ruby, you can see, not Ruby, you can see Aureoclast doesn't have any strength bonuses. Kalen, you got a strength bonus. Kalen's got speed bonus, so it automatically adds the speed, and it tells you what you need for that. Absolutely it does, yeah. There's actually a, stop clicking on that, Dano. My goodness, I'm gonna kill someone. If you click here, you can look at a timeline of events of everything that's happened. There's actually a way that you can have a look at everything that's happened. The game log, maybe it's on this front page. I very rarely check it. There it is. So that's literally everything that's happened in the Lantern year. We crafted things, we did all this stuff, and then it tracks all of your survivors who've died. So we've lost Lucy and Ezra so far. And yeah, okay. The last thing I'm going to do before we go on for another hunt, and then we have to deal with this fucking plague again. 2 of us get to ponder a new philosophy. Those 2 people are me. Is it just me? Oh yeah, it was Lucy. She died. She died from the plague. All right, Dano gets to ponder a new philosophy. Go, buddy. All right, you're supposed to shuffle these and deal 1, right? I've seen Dreamism and I've seen Survivalism. So if I flip one of those, there's a strong possibility I'm not going to take it. Lanternism. Yeah. This is exciting. Okay. I've never opened this book. This is the first time it's been opened. So this is the best part about this game when you don't know what the fuck's happening. What do we have? Neuroses, photo taxis. While there is a fallen lantern terrain tile on the board, you cannot spend survival. Okay, that seems unfortunate. You are bound by the light. Tenant is Death Collector. What is Death Collector? We upgraded strength training to level 2, by the way. So where's Lanternism? What does this knowledge do? Oh my god, these look awesome. Look at the artwork on all these cards. Look at this. Amazing, 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 amazing. Literally amazing. Incredible. All right, Death Collector. When a survivor dies on the Showdown board, replace their miniature with a fallen lantern terrain tile. When you activate a fallen lantern, gain 1. Okay. Well, looks like we're hoping someone's going to die in this Showdown, so maybe we do take a Gormy level 2. Strength training and Death Collection go into our knowledge deck. All right, the dead light the way. So we flip to the next page to achieve level 1 of Lanternism. Luminous bodies. The lantern light casts long, strange shadows from your world onto the stone-faced ground. Gain 1 Lumi and roll 1d10 Deno. You can do it, buddy. He rolls a 7. I have Light Warrior. Collective cognition is not 4 or higher, so I don't gain the benefit of this, nor is it 11. Light Warrior, so we add Light Warrior to our knowledge as well. What does it do? On arrival, gain a death token. Oh, good. Gain +2 strength for each death token you have until the next attack. Then roll 1d10. You consume a death token, archive it, and suffer the frenzy brain trauma. Amazing. Huh. Well, well, well. Lanternism, eh? Okay, that is awesome. So that's our knowledge deck. Strength training goes under survivalism. All right, we're doing one more hunt. We'll just go another Gormy. Light Whisperer. Oh, this is amazing because, and was it Light Warrior? Because I also have Hunger, which allows me to. Yeah. Okay, so collective cognition, let's just confirm. Yep, I'm not going to gain unless I hunt a level 2. Do I feel like I can hunt a level 2? Do I have a skull sitting in here? If I was to use that instead, fair. If I was to use the Crimson Bone instead, I could make a skull helm, which I think would be worthwhile, so that we can protect Kalen. So Kalen will drop his founding stone, and we will put a skull helm on her head. And then we also get clothed and satiated now. I think we're going to chase a level 2 Gorm. This is a dumb move, but hang on, what's his toughness? Is it 11? I feel like it's 11. And if it's 11, it's a dumb move. Where's my Gorm booklet gone? Where'd I put my Gorm booklet? It's on here anyway, don't I? Toughness 11. We have to go through the fetid grotto. And must. What's must do? Is that you don't get? All survivors with 3 or less hunt XP gain -2 accuracy and +2 strength. That probably at the end of each turn he performs retch. It's probably okay because we have dash. I'm going to do it. We're going to have an absolute terrible showdown. We've got plague, Dano. You can't do it. We've got plague. We need to get rid of plague. Oh, I just want to fight a level 2 because it will get us more collective cognition. What is our next collective cognition benefit? Comprehensive construction at 5. If we do not gain enough endeavours and everyone dies, then we're in trouble. So I'm not sure what the right thing to do is here. Ah, fuck it, let's go for level 2. Just for the funsies. Just for funsies. Okay. Oh no, we've got overwhelming darkness. No, we're going to level 1. I've changed my mind multiple times. We are hunting a level 1 because I do not at all have any confidence that I can roll well on overwhelming darkness, and more importantly, the path of the pinged, which I have to roll on. Where the fuck did I put my Gorm booklet? Level 1 Gorm. We're going. Boom. Depart. Stand by, I just got to find my book. I found it. It's here. It is here. Gormy. We need Song of the Brave. Do you have a headache? There it is, look at that. Okay, we're here. The first person that's going to do this event is Klingon. And it is the mating fields. We are absolutely investigating all of the mating fields with everyone on our hunt party. Oh my God, are we a 7 survival? We're going to survival thanks to pleasing plating. That is incredible that our survival limit is 7 on Lantern Year 2. Everyone will investigate, so everyone's going to gain a courage from their investigation. There is no literal downside to doing this. So if we roll a 9, we gain a random Gorm resource. If we roll a 4 to 8, we suffer 1 brain event damage. So, Kalen, on a 9, no. You suffer 1 event damage to your legs from wading around in filth. Unlucky. Warrior class, come on mate, find us something good please. Yeah, you're a champion. You're a pacifist mate. You don't like hurting anyone, but by fucking golly, you can get some good shit out of the ground. Another stout kidney. Ruby. Oh, another 10, Ruby. I love you, Ruby. Another mammoth hand. Cena. Cena suffers 1 brain event damage. Unlucky. Antopoulos, can he bring us home? It's a 3. He suffers 1 event damage to the legs. Boo. Mating fields is good. Next hunt event is going to be by Orioclast, and it is Flatter Earth. We lose our quarry. Oh my god, if we roll a 9+, we get another founding stone. No, it's a 3. 2 random hunt events before continuing to the next space. All right, the first random hunt event is 51. It's not Mask Maker, that's 53. 51 is potentially something good. Refugees! We encounter a group of fleeing settlers. If we have symposium and language, we manage to crudely communicate. We do not have symposium, so we cannot do that. We do have language. Actually, we've got silent dialect, but I imagine that would be good enough. 60. Wildfire. Archive all hunt event cards in the next 2 spaces. Place 2 basic hunt event cards in those 2 spaces. Cool. We were going to draw a wild hunt event card anyway. Thank you, Flatter Earth, and we get a random hunt event. So our last hunt event is 46. If we rolled 48, it would have been Death Wager. We would have had a hunt with the Gumbler. 46, I'm not sure. A river. The survivors come to the edge of a river of blood. Non-insane survivors suffer 1 brain damage at the side of it. All right. Orioclast, you're insane. Kaylin, you're insane. Ruby, you suffer 1 brain event damage. Cena, Topolus, you suffer 1 brain event damage. The survivors must investigate. Each survivor rolls 1d10. Is anyone wearing heavy gear? No. Okay, so there's probably no downside to us investigating here. We could get a broken rib, but that's not a big issue. Okay. We're doing it. We're swimming in a river of blood. Each survivor investigates. So we want to get a 6 to an 8 or a 9+. So Kaylin, kick us off, please. Do something good. You roll a 1. Kaylin, you've suffered a broken rib, severe injury. Now, fortunately, you have Drydecanthus. So you archive the Drydecanthus and you do not suffer the severe injury. So you're fine. The next person, you doofus. You would have suffered a broken rib, but Orioclast, you roll a 6, which is gain a random basic resource. Wonderful job, mate. You're a resource machine. The pacifists, mate. The pacifists, they're the ones you got to watch. Perfect organ. You're killing it. Ruby. Ruby rolls a 3. She suffers 1 event damage to a random hit location. What? Oh, yeah. Yep. She suffers 1 damage to the waist. Good job. I just remembered I've got to go and add body armor for you. Body armor for you because of that thing doesn't add it. Okay, Ruby. Next person is Cena. Cena rolls a 9 and finds the monster's trail. Boom. And good old Topolus. Find us a... You got any... is it worth investigating with you? It's a must. So, an 8. You get a resource as well, buddy. A broken lantern. I actually really want broken lanterns at the moment because they let me make a thing. We made it. We made it to the Gorm. We've managed to track him down once again. Whee! Good job, everyone. Excellent. So we just build the Gorm's deck and we're good to roll. So I've shuffled that already. Gorm's AI cards. So we don't need Muss, we don't need any legendaries. Hiccup is one that we need. BB, B, A. A, B, 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 A, B, B, A, B, B. Eight of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. And 2 of these, yep, 1, 2, boom. No, Miniman, sir, I've left you at home for this one, mate. I've left you at home. You and I are just chilling out in the settlement. We're trying to avoid getting the plague. It's just really good times. Oh, it's just, we're so close this lantern year. Okay, so we'll nip over here. So the Gormy's set up in this spot as well. We're all the same. Okay, so who is white? So Topulus is still in black, so that's you there. You're there. Kalen's still in blue, so that's Kalen, the little weapon. Aureoclast is in green, and Aureoclast is wielding a couple of spears and stuff. We're going to give him this big axe, man. Boom. Ruby's in red, of course. Ruby's got the blood drinker, so she's going to be here. And finally, Cena is another lady. She's going to be our target. Yeah, you're painting, mate. Yeah, that's a good idea. You're painting your life away. Manage departing survivors. We apply our arrival bonuses. We are done. Thanks to the lucky charm, the wisdom potion, we are turning this card face up. And that stays face up for the entire showdown. It's Gormy's turn. He flips an AI card and he flips a random survivor in blind spot. No, the closest survivor in field of view and in range. So it's going to be a flatten. Oh, he's knocked down. He's an idiot, this guy. I tell you what, he knocks himself down. He's just ready to get absolutely ploughed by everyone. We should have played a level 2. We would have killed him. All right, does she need to dash here? She's going to get flogged. Yep, so she's going to spend a survival to dash. Cena. Dash. No, not that one. Oh, idiot. And does she gain a survival back from the rawhide set? She does not. She's going to move to here. Gormy's then going to move like so, and he is going to attack her. So he's 5 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these hit on a 2+. She has an evasion, so it's 3+, and then in the tall grass, 4+, 5+. So 5 pluses. We roll 4 of them, which is good of us. Well done, me. We will see where they hit. Body, boots, hands. We will spend a survival to dodge the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then she suffers bash and knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bash means she's knocked down. So she's on the ground. Flatten is done. And then this idiot throws himself on the ground in front of us. When a monster is knocked down, you do not trigger any reactions. That is wonderful for us. Absolutely wonderful. And they're also hit on a 3+. So Kalen, you're going to kick us off here, mate. You're going to walk in here with your meaty rib blade and you're going to hit him on a 3+. You hit him, you're going to wound him on a 2+. You roll a 1 and fail. You absolute dingus. It was on this hit location, so that one is done. So we now get to see what this one is. Ooh, critical wound. Okay. Top of this, you're going to go. You're going to throw a founding stone and do a wound and gain a stout kidney critical resource. done. Another founding stone gone. Boom. Actually need to get rid of them now. Really needs, oh, I'm supposed to get 2 terrain cards. I'm actually going to whip these now because I want to see if I can get some fresh acanthus. An ore vein, all right, and debris. I will take both of those. Good work, me. So debris is set up adjacent to any board edge, and ore vein is set up 6 spaces from all other terrain. I'm not even going to put it out. 1, 2. So top is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go close to the ore vein. Ruby's going to grab that piece of terrain, which is debris, and she rolls a 9, which is gain a bone blade. Don't really want a bone blade, actually. Another bone blade, all right. And this is the ore vein that Topulus is going to investigate for us very soon. 1 founding stone. Done. We're over here, so. Ruby probably shouldn't have done that this turn, given that he's knocked down, but so be it. Done, done. We can encourage, so we will encourage to stand up our Fist and Tooth survivor, which is, Kaylin spends a survival to encourage. Good on you, Kaylin. Cena stands up. Cena walks into here, and she's going to swing with Fist and Tooth on the knockdown Gorm. She hits twice. Well, this is face up. Great, so she has a luck charm, which means she is critting on an 8+. So either of these would be fine, but that's great. Gains a -1 movement token. This one, that's a failure. He's -1 movement, he's down to speed 5. Be able to dash out of the way. That's face up. Spongy leg bone. Our pacifist, Oriclast, you can't do anything, mate, because you're afraid of hurting people. However, we will use Frenzy! You suffer the Frenzy brain trauma when you consume the Frenzy drink. Frenzy brain trauma. Gain 1d5 insanity. 3. I don't think you got 41 insanity. Give you 4. Why would you have 41 insanity? I must have pressed something wrong there. 1 speed token and 1 strength token. Yeah. You had 4 at that point, so we just gave another 3, 7. And that's it. So you are frenzied and furious. And that is the end of our turn for you. 1, 2. You'll go to there. Okay, that is the end of our turn. It's the monster's turn. He stands up from being knocked down. And he is Thunderfoot. When this comes into play, draw an AI. Any survivor that ends their act in the stomping zone suffers knockdown 5 and knockback. Okay, so we draw an AI. Should be okay with this one. Closest threat in field of view, in range. That will once again... Oh, do we make it Kaylin? Yeah, Kaylin's going to take the heat here. So Kaylin is a 2 and a 6. So the monster's going to wallop Kaylin for 1 damage to the head. And she is A-okay with that. So wallop's in play. Okay, it's now our turn. Thunderfoot is in play. So if you end your act in the stomping zone, you suffer knockback 5 and are knocked down. So Kaylin is going to go first, and she's going to swing the rib blade. So that hits on a 6+. Hello there, Crypt Shadow. And we know that there is no downside to this hit location because we can see the top one from the wisdom potion. So she hits on a 6. We know what this is. She wounds on a 2+ and crits on an 8. So that's a wound but not a crit. So we discard Thunderfoot and we do a wound. And Kalen will then walk away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Topless is going to go to here and he's going to look at the iron. And he rolls a 9, which is gain a single iron. So Kalen and Topulus are done. The hit location that's on top is a mammoth backstrap. Who's got a founding stone still? No, we don't need to throw a founding stone. We'll keep our stones now. So let's go with Cena. She's going to swing with Fist and Tooth. 5 and a 6. She misses twice. Then she's going to go stay right where she is. Our frenzied guy moves to there. Come on, Ori class, you're a mad dog. Can't spend survival, can't do anything at the moment, but swing with the Spear of Life. Spear of Life is hitting on a 6+. You have no accuracy, so you hit twice, Ori class. Well done, my man. The mammoth backstrap and this. 2 failure reactions. We don't really care about failure reactions. You have no luck. So we are just critting on a 10. The Spear of Life is strength 4. You have strength 2 thanks to your frenzy. And so that means you're wounding on a 2+ and critting on a 10. So this one, you wound, but you do not crit. Good job. And this one, you wound, but you do not crit. Good job. No one has any knowledge at the moment that we're trying to level up, do we? No. 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 Okay. 2 more wounds. Good job, Ori class. You've been on a tear this game, mate. You've been absolutely killing it. The mammoth tail. Ruby. She's going to move into the flank and she has got the knuckle shield. Nah, she doesn't need to use a knuckle shield. She'll just use the blood drinker. Swing twice with the blood drinker. Hits once. It's the mammoth tail. She's attacking from the flank. She wounds on a 2+. That is a wound. Mammoth testes. We're going to hit him in the nuts. Yeah. That's the end of our turn, so this guy triggers this card. Piss again. Great. Draw an AI card. He's pissing and wallop. And he's going to once again wallop our Rawhide Survivor with a 2 speed. He hits once. Where does he hit? He hits her in the body. She will spend a survival to dodge. Does she gain the survival back? She does, thanks to the Rawhide set. That's the end of his turn. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds to do now. So let's do our Frenzied Spear of Life guy once again. 2 hits, 1, 2. Perfect. Oh, wound the wretch. That's bad. Unless we can roll a crit. So this one, you roll a wound, but it's not a crit. And this one, you roll a wound, but it's not a crit. So at this point, he's going to perform Retch. So Retch is he moves backwards twice, and then he vomits and does 1 damage to a random hit location that ignores armor. So Cena has not gone yet, but I think we can afford for her to take that. But Ruby we will not do. So Ruby's going to spend a survival to dash. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. So he's going to go bleh, and what should go to there? And she's going to suffer 1 damage to her head, and that is going to knock her down. Of course, we roll the head, and that ignores the armor. So she's knocked down. Topulus is going to bravely encourage her to stand up with a fist bump. She stands up. What is on top of the hit location deck? It is the Mammoth Clawed Fangs. We've got 2 wounds left to do, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll attack with Fist and Tooth. She rolls a 7, so she misses twice. You're done. Cool, we'll do Ruby with the Blood Drinker. Ruby hits once, and hits that. On a critical. Nope, does a wound. We need to do 1 more wound, and we have defeated the Gorm. And on top of the hit location is a Mammoth Goiter. There is no one who is able to reach. So he's just going to do his basic action, which is the closest survivor in field of view. We will allow that to be Ruby. He turns to face Ruby. He hits Ruby twice. Ruby takes 1 to the boots and 1 to the body. That is fine. We just need to do 1 wound. We'll try for Fist and Tooth in the rear from Cena. She misses twice. She'll move away so she doesn't get wounds from posturing piss. Kaylin's going to dash and try and... doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll let you try and bravely finish it off for us, Kaylin. You hit on a 6. You crit on an 8. Good on you, champion. Job done. Look, we absolutely could take a level 2, but there's a lot of other things that come alongside that is not a risk. We gain a Hunt XP, we gain 6 endeavours. Kaylin's going to gain a Philosophy, Top's going to gain a Philosophy. We're going to return and advance the year. Good work. 4 basic and 4 Gorm resources. Milky Eye. When this resource is gained, select a survivor to gain 3 insanity. We will do that. Ooh, stout hide. Kaylin gains 3 insanity. Good. And the basic resources we get are question marks, monster hide, monster organ, love juice. That's what we needed. We get to have a baby. She's having my baby. Okay. We made it back to the settlements. We have 6 endeavours to spend. We have to do Gorm climates and plague. And we also have to add 1 more. As long as we don't flip a murder here, friends, I'm feeling okay. He says. Stranger in the dark. Okay. Stranger in the dark. Very good. Okay, Gorm climates. Let's see what we roll on that. We get a 2. That's a bad one. So archive all resources in the settlement storage. You may avoid this by dismantling an innovation to create a protective barrier. What innovations could we archive that we don't need? Dreamless language, I guess. What does that let us do? Let's just encourage. But we've also got fist bump. So maybe we just trash dreamless language. Not a bad option. I don't want to lose our perfect organs and shit. Yeah. I'm going to trash dreamless language. I'm going to put it in here. So we've lost the ability to encourage, but we regain. We've got fist bump, so We don't need to. So we don't lose our settlement storage. Done. Unfortunately, that is re-added to the timeline next year. I'm back. Guess who's back? We also have a stranger in the dark. Okay, Gorm climate coming back next year. Great. Plague. Okay, this is the bad one. So we have to nominate 4 survivors with minimum hunt XP 1, and they have to roll to see if they die. We really don't want them to die. Fen, you've been infected once again. Sorry, champion. All right, Fen, what happens? He rolls a 10. He makes a full recovery. They make a full recovery. Good job, Fen. Good job. Deno's not getting it. Deno's great. Thank you for asking. Topolis, you're fine too. Cena. 2. Cena's dead. And we add Plague to the next Lantern year. You suck, Cena. You suck so hard. We're going to basic resource though because we're going to cook her up and eat her as well. Another monster hide. Why not? Where did I put him there? Oh, that's not what we wanted. Ruby. Come on, Ruby. You can survive. Ruby rolls a 7, so she's going to survive if we spend on her. And the last person, Orioclast, our pacifist frenzy guy. Come on, champion. A 6 also will be okay if we spend some endeavours. So we need to spend 2 endeavours to keep those people alive using ammonia. So, all right, so innovate and 2 endeavours to heal both of those people. And I'll worry about that in a second. So that's the Plague. Good job. Stranger in the dark. We roll 1d10 and we roll a 4. The stranger is a playful woman of unparalleled beauty, clad in what appears to be living tongues. The men of the settlement are instantly captivated, while the women are filled with jealousy and suspicion, eventually chasing the stranger away. Male survivors cannot depart this settlement phase as they are physically ill from love sickness. Departing female survivors gain 10 survival. There you go. No women, no men can depart this showdown. That's actually really bad for us. We need to have some more women, I think. We've got 5 females, so. Great. Okay. 1 story event. And that is, mate, I've just fallen straight in love with her. Missing statue. Here it is. Another wonderful piece of artwork from that Korean artist. I think his name's Kyus Seong Yeom or something like that. I follow me on Instagram. He's a jet. I've actually already done that. So we nominate a pair of survivors. We are drawn towards we're wandering the darkness in grief. Oh my God, if I roll an 8 plus hero gain partnership. Oh my God. I've had so many free innovations. Partnership would be delightful. Take it out of the deck. What do we gain? We gain courage maybe? Gain 1 understanding each. Has anyone got 2 understanding? No one's got understanding yet. All right. So we're not going to pick anyone good, but we want someone who might be okay. Ruby and Orioclast, the A team. Let's see if you guys can roll an 8 plus. Come on, champions. Oh, it's a 5. Damn. You gain 1 understanding. Man, if I had rolled an 8 plus there, live on stream, everyone would have just lynched me. The amount of free shit I've got. And returning survivors gain 1 insanity. I explained how this game works in the last one, but insanity is actually a good thing. It is protection for your brain from the horrors of the world. So insanity, although we normally think of insanity as being a bad thing, it's a wonderful thing. We're done. We have this. So we have done our survivor's return. We have gained endeavours. We've done our settlements. We update our death count. We've done our stories. We're on to the develop step. So let's add our massive pile of resources into the storage. Monster hide. Love juice, which is about to immediately get archived. Monster organ. Monster hide. Question marks. Gormies. Acid gland. Stout hide. Stout hide. Milky eye. That's a strange resource, which is an iron, and I think that actually allows us to build something that is awesome. But we'll check that in a second. Stout kidney. Broken lantern, perfect organ. Perfect organ, broken lantern. Mammoth hand, stout kidney. Tearing up on resources, mammoth hand, stout kidney. Great. So if I'm correct, we've just allowed ourselves to build the Grimjaw scout weapon, which means Topulus is about to get stuck in iron and a perfect bone. Go Top! It's a shame you can't depart this year because of that scary woman. But Grimjaw. When you do a wound with Grimjaw, you actually get to gain a free resource, which is tremendous. So we're definitely making Grimjaw. Okay, so we'll archive our resources for our Innovate, and the resources that we will archive are a basic hide, a basic organ, and we need a basic bone. Smog Singers. Whistle Tooth is probably not good for much else, but we'll keep it for the moment. Gormy, that's a bone. We don't need the hand anymore, so we'll archive the hand. Okay, so this Innovate is really, really important, again, for us to try and get something of benefit. So we get partnership, which we could have just got for free. I don't appreciate that at all. Sculpture. Damn, this is the problem we're going to have now. We're going to just keep drawing trash. What's the stuff I need for the Green Armour Set? I need Chorea, which is found in drums. I need Albedo, Citrinitas, Forbidden Dance, which is also drums, Scrap Smelting. So I need none of these. Okay, so let's ask which one of these two is better. Sculpture adds pottery to the deck, which is pretty good. Let's go partnership because it doesn't add anything to the deck, which means we're increasing our chances next time of improving and getting stuff we actually need. Okay, let's see if we can roll a 9+ on one of these two rolls to clear plague from our next Lantern year using treatment. Treatment, 9+. Come on, Dano, you can do it, buddy. Come on, mate. A 4. So Fen makes a full recovery. Last chance to avoid plague again. 6. Oh. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to use my love juice and we're going to have a baby. She's having my baby. Let's have a baby. I like to use purple. for shadows. Purple tends to just be, because it's got a little bit of red in there, so it adds a little bit more interest. Yeah. Where's my intimacy event? Intimacy, here it is. Look at this. These lovely people are sharing a meal and they're about to have romantic, yes, exactly, Kayla, they're about to have that. Romantic interlude. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Oh, we didn't get well fed this year. Okay. So this roll is of huge importance. Huge importance. If we roll a 2 or a 3, these people die, and that's bad. If we roll a 1, that's a good thing, but I'll explain why if that happens. Ideally, we want to roll a 9, 10. If we roll a 9 or a 10, we get to have twins. So, come on, Dano. I love being me. I really do. Good on you, champion. You cream pied your missus. You had a ripping good time. Well done. Kaylin, you've just given birth. Well done. To a pair of healthy newborns. We gained 2 population. And both children gain 1 Lumi. Don't worry though. It wasn't with me because I have to pick the parents. Kaylin. And Porter. Enjoy. All right, we're giving birth to another girl. What's her name? Brittany. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me. All right, we have to trigger our principal new life. I'll do that in a second. We'll make another baby. And this one can also be a female. Yolanda. No, I don't like that name. Iris. That's a nice name. Goo Goo Dolls, great song. It's getting late to give you up. It's dangerous. Can't go on. With your taste of your lips, I'm all around. You're toxic, so sick enough to taste all the poison that I like. I'm addicted to you, but you know that you're toxic. Okay. We can make this decision together as a team, but if you make the wrong one, I'm going to ignore you. We must decide how to raise our children. We have 2 choices. We can raise them without mercy. The toys are taken from the child and replaced with a cold stone face shard. Training begins immediately. Or we can raise the child with affection. Affection. The settlement embraces the child with warm arms. Nurturing new life is their highest calling. No, so this is our principle for the entire settlement. We choose one, and this is the way we raise all of our children forevermore. So this has lifetime benefits for the rest of the entire campaign. So we get to choose one, and I will allow you to raise a vote without mercy or with affection for how we raise our children. Affection from Kaylin. Soft heart. Unfortunately, we can't raise with wolves, no. Come on, give me some other votes. Don't make me do this. Don't make me overturn Kaylin. Frenzied pacifists. That sounds like without mercy to me. One of each. Mini Mansa, bring us home, son. Mercy! You have made the correct choice. So we will choose survival of the fittest as our principle. And here it is. So protect the young, the children of the future. But we are choosing survival of the fittest. It makes it harder for us to have children in the future, which is bad. But it gives everyone a permanent benefit, which I love, which is everyone gets +1 strength and +1 evasion for forever. So we turn into absolute rock stars. Now we have to roll on this without mercy and see what we roll. We roll a 3, so the settlement celebrates with a rowdy party filled with tests of strength and triumphant roaring. The parents each gain +1 permanent strength and 2 insanity. So Porter and you both gain +1 strength, Kaylin. +1 permanent strength and 2 insanity. Nice. But you must skip the next hunt to recover. Unlucky. And then Porter was the other one. Porter, +1 permanent strength, 2 insanity, but you must skip the next hunt. That's okay. That's a good outcome. And that's our principal new life. The 2 babies that we just had gain a Lumi because we rolled a 10. Who are the 2 I just made? Brittany and Iris. Great. So the reason that's relevant is we potentially could use a re-roll to try and get that 9 to remove plague, but now that we have lifetime re-rolls, we should be able to avoid the plague next year. So we're going to take out some level. We have to take all females in this hunt. So Brandy's going out, Brittany's going out, Iris is going out. Kaylin can't go out, so Colette's going out. And Ruby, 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 Ruby. That will have to wait for another time. We won't be doing the next hunt, but we will spend our remaining 3 endeavours. We'll spend 1 to get the bonesmith. I know we've already got the bonesmith. What else have we got? We don't need treatment. No one has a broken arm, broken hip, or broken rib. We don't need to do that. We've done our death pact. We don't have a Gorm brain. Skinnery is what we need to build, yeah. Augury. All right, Kaylin is going to roll an augury roll. This is a wild risk, but I'm doing it anyway. 6 goes to 7, so that's nothing. Try again, Kaylin. Come on. I need you to roll a 8 or a 9. An 8. We finally get to... Okay, so I'm going to try and have another baby. And I'm going to show you the risks. Yeah, they are going to end up as strippers. But they're going to have a great time. They're going to be proud of it, and they're going to kick ass. They're going to be absolute rock star strippers. Okay, so 2 people are going to have a baby now, but we have to roll 2 dice and choose the lowest. So we are potentially killing someone, killing people. So it's going to be 2 nuffies. If we roll a 1, it's okay though. So come on, Jenna. Yeah, that's a 1. This is a great plan. I'm a fucking superstar. You're all welcome. Okay, here is this. So one of the little expansion, I've spent like $3 grand on this game, by the way. I bought everything that I can fucking get my hands on. I'm still trying to get more, but anyway, this is a little bookmark that you roll, that you get from the Ringtail Vixen little white box. And if you roll a 1 on an intimacy roll, you get to choose this instead. We've found a baby floating in the river. So this is a new baby. And it can be a female as well. It has to be a female, doesn't it? Yeah. Gains 1 permanent accuracy. The 2 parents that went out will be Fen and Ruby. And her name is Layla. Got me on my knees, Layla. Ba-dum-bum. I'm begging, darling, please, Layla. Ba-bum-bum. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? She's got hoarder and quixotic disorders, which are bad. Quixotic's actually good, but hoarder's bad. And that's it. We remove the bookmark from the games. That only happens once. Monster Claw style. Monster Claw style, we have to do a vaultless roll. Anyone else impressed at how much of this shit remains in my brain? I got so much shit in my brain for this game. Vaultless. So when we would gain a survival fighting art, so we're going to gain Monster Claw style. Do we want to try and gain Monster Claw? Yeah, we'll press through. Perfect. Fuck, I love being me. I really do. I wish I could express to you how much I love it. It's fucking the best. I can roll so many 10s. Gain the fighting art and recorded as normal. Your fist and tooth attacks gain +1 accuracy, +1 strength, and savage. Delightful. Good on you, Layla. Okay, so the last thing I have to do then now is our principal conviction. All right, I'll actually let you choose this one because there is no real downside to this one. So this is our principal society. We get a decision. So the group must choose. Once there was a mad woman who spent her days talking to the darkness. One day it spoke back. So we can decide with collective toil, tainted by the darkness, the survivor nearly brought ruin to the settlement. On the day of her exile, the people decided they must all spend equal time hunting and working to avoid future disasters. Or the darkness spoke startling truths. All of our people are just like the monsters we hunted. We accept the monstrosity and we take our place stalking in the darkness. So we can choose to accept the darkness and become criminals. Or we can choose to work together as a settlement and have collective toil. So do we work together as a team, or do we accept that we are all monsters deep within inside? Work together. That's 2 votes for toil. That's enough. I normally choose accept the darkness, so I'm gonna try collective toil this time. Because this one's a pretty balanced choice. Nope, it's not that one. We shall work together with collective toil. So we gain +1 endeavour for every 10 population. We add Bone Witch to the timeline 3 years from now, and someone dies. So that someone will be Jeanette. You've just died, love. But before Jeanette dies, we're going to roll on this chart. We want a 4+. So Jeanette will use her lifetime reroll to roll a 4+. Oh, come on, Jeanette. We'll roll another lifetime reroll. There we go. So Jeanette is dead. And that means we get a lifetime, one of these, a monster organ. Wonderful. Yep, thanks, Jeanette. You've had a wonderful time. You were born last year and now you're dead. And then we've just 3 new unknown survivors with ink-stained eyes drag a monster's corpse to the settlement. We gain 3 population, 2 random white lion resources. Bone Witch. Jeanette's going to come back and haunt us later. I know that. 3 unknown survivors. So these are new survivors. They're not newborns, so we don't gain any benefit from them. Yeah, had a good run, Jeanette. So, Mashelle, I like it. Thanks for joining us, Mashelle. Who else we got? Yeah, we do eat Jeanette. Jeanette gave us a monster organ, even though Bobette. Sure, thanks for joining us, Bobette. That's a great name from this app. And we'll have a male, and his name is Bradley. Good on you, Bradley. The game has a few little weird interactions, right? So if it ever says the survivor leaves or whatever, you don't get to eat them. But this just says -1 population. It doesn't say that we exile the survivor. It just says -1 population. So we get to eat Jeanette as she's leaving, and then she comes back. So cheers, Jeanette. All right. We also get a skull, 2 random white lion resources. When we gain a skull, someone gets 3 insanity. Who do we want that to be? Someone who's going out on our hunt now. So Ruby's got 2, she'll be fine. Colette, you're getting 3 insanity, you sweet lady. She was a babe, Colette, actually. We get 2 random white lion resources. I don't really care. I'm not going to use them for anything other than basics. So we'll just roll 1d10 and pick the top one. The first one is a 3, 1, 2, 3 golden whiskers. There's only one of those in the deck. So, and 4, 1, 2, great cat bones. Job done. Not going grabbing them out of the shuffles. We still have 1 endeavour left. So I think we will practice now at the drafting table and see if we can get a vision. Is anyone on 2 understanding? No. Seb, you're going to practice at the crafting table and have a vision. You get a 4. You get 1 understanding. And we have 2 survivors who get to ponder new philosophies. And that will be the last thing I do on this wonderful stream. I am going to shuffle this. Kaylin gets to ponder a new philosophy. I've got one in mind for you, Kaylin. I hope you're excited. It's not that one. That one can be Topulus. You're going to get this one. It's called Deadism. Topulus can have Dreamism, because I've done Dreamism, but yours is Deadism. All right, Topulus gets a Dreamism. He's got Sleepless in Seattle. Dreamism's an amazing one. I love it. We gain Guardian. Guardian is one of the greatest ones that we have. Come on, Dino, where's Dreamism? Yeah. I hope, mate, this is a new one. I've never seen it. So here's Guardian 1. Guardian allows us to have a reroll. I'll keep this out for the moment. So good on you, Topulus. You're wondering who or what is the Dreamkeeper? There is a massive figure. Look at how good this artwork is. That's amazing. Okay, so Topulus, you will gain a Lumi. I don't think he's here anymore. He's probably off doing things. It's Saturday evening. And don't roll a 1, Topulus. I don't want you to lose all luck. Roll 8, 9, or 10. Oh, you idiot. Do I use a lifetime reroll for that? Suffer -1 luck. I don't really want you to get -1 luck, Topulus. One of our Nuffy survivors is going to reroll that for you. They're going to come and pat you on the shoulder and say, you'll be right, mate. Gain an observation in your tenant knowledge. That is very nice indeed. Boom. And that was one of our new survivors who sucks. She's got no Mashell. You've lost your lifetime reroll, Mashell. You idiot. Okay, let's read this one because I know all about that one. This is exciting. Deadism. This is a new philosophy that I once again have not opened up at all. So deadism, we flip it. Apparently, your mantra is you are already dead. That seems like a good start. Kaylin, the world is conspiring against you and you are already dead. Nothing matters, you cannot gain insanity. That's potentially quite bad, actually. All right. I don't think I like that. Deadism. This sucks already. Let's have a look at the deadism artwork though. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that's a good question. Let's eat her. Okay, so what is your stat? You gain the tenant knowledge of Death Poet. All right, here is Death Poet. When you suffer brain trauma, gain a strength token. Okay, that's all right. And nothing else matters. Deadism. You are dead, and this is the land of the dead. Is this land of your eternal respite or a prison of the damned? Gain a Lumi. Yeah, I don't know why. I've never used this one. So these philosophies, they're one of the new changes in the new expansion. And what they actually do is they give you a progression. So you get like you level up your character over time, and they get different stuff. So that's a great question. This could be postpartum depression. So we don't want you to roll bad here. Oh, you can change your name. If you do, you feel more yourself and gain 1 Lumi. The dead are dead and cannot die. Okay, Kaylin rolls a dice on this table and rolls a lantern 10. If you are dead, what is this body you inhabit? You grip the edges of a giant stone face, feel its rough surface scratch your skin, feel its weight burn through your straining muscles. With a victory cry, you flip it onto its smug nose. Gain 1 Lumi and 1 strength. Kaylin is now the strongest person in our settlement at 3 strength. What a beast. What a shame you can't depart because you gave birth. It's really good that you got 10 insanity before you actually can no longer gain insanity. That is a punishing thing. Wonder what Evermore does. I'm just going to have a look at Evermore if we had rolled that. Oh my god, this is undeathable. If you would die, roll 1d10 on a 6+, you inexplicably survive. Make your name better than Deno. All right, I'll do that. We'll do that right now. Kaylin, you are now officially Kaylin, the epithet, the better than Deno. Better than Deno. Let's go! So each of these little stories, when we level up your hunt XP and you go on more hunts, you gain each of these. You potentially gain Dark Eye, Deadism, Dead Among the Living, all these great stories. So I'm excited. I've never read any of those, nor have I read Lanternism actually, so that's good. All right, the plague is still happening next year, and we have to depart with women survivors. We shall do so. But we shall do so with love in our heart, because all women departing survivors gain up to 10 survival. That's going to be it for today, friends. Hope you've enjoyed watching me play Kingdom Death Monster. We kicked the shit out of the Gorm. Our settlement is progressing absolutely marvellously, except for the plague and the Gorm climates. So yes, I look forward to seeing you all. I'm going to record more games of this. I probably won't stream any more games of this, but I'm back painting tomorrow night with Bucks. I'm going to start my diorama that I put together last week. So, but that's it. Have a wonderful afternoon, champions. Big Deno out.